What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Woo! What a day. Let us look at those markets, those beautiful markets right here. GameStop is now down 30%. 30% is currently where GameStop is hovering at its low. It's basically hovering at its daily low of 125.66, just $1 above it. We are feeling happy, feeling strong. This is a good, a solid sale, fire sale. Thank you so much, Citadel, for the sale. Once again, Hector's coming in for that kombucha. We are 40 subs away from the 69,420. We are just making moves here. There are a lot of different moves that we are here to make. If we haven't been well acquainted yet, my name is Andrew. I am a data scientist here in Silicon Valley, and that is Professor Meatball. He is a doctorate of the University of Cornell, and you guys are you. And I thank you guys for showing up here. I was just doing a little bit of clipping earlier because we had WardenElite show up, and that was very cool. Just as a reminder, in the beginning of each video, if you wanted 2 free stocks, this is how you get it. I'm going to pin that in the description down below, and it also gets you this technical charting tool that I use, AMC and GME on my left and my right here on the top. We have AMC also feeling like a downturn. AMC pushed through this 961 level of support. It had pushed through 1, 2, 3 levels of support all the way down to be finally bounced off of $9.22. That is where it is currently hovering here. GameStop has taken a major tumble down 30%, and yet look at the number of people in the chat excited about the final 30 minutes of Power Hour. We have 30 minutes left on the clock, and then we're going to go straight through and wait for the Finra Report to be updated. Look at these people in the chat right now if you're looking for strength, but unfortunately, if you guys are looking for solace, this is something that we have expected today. When WardenElite was on deck, he expected it to either trend downward all the way to 130 or be able to rebound, find that corrective wave once we push through that VWAP. Let's do a quick technical to see how it shaped up today. This bounce was brought to you by the subscribe button. No, this bounce was brought to you by the paper handlers from the very beginning of the day. We saw a green candle up the very first few minutes of the day to try and contest 167. That was brought by optimism from the retail trading side. We are optimistic. What can we say? When we got down beyond 154, that was the support for much of pre-market. If you guys notice at this teal line that I'm covering here, it was supported not only once, not only twice, but 3, 4, 5, 6 times where it bounced, teetered, and got supported off of $154. From there, it remained a resistance. We were contested once when we crossed over the VWAP. This is the volumetric weighted average price, this orange line. The idea behind that was GameStop was trying to challenge the idea that weight volume was finally being thrown around. For the first time, we are seeing 18 million. Now that's still nothing compared to its average volume of 43 million on the 3-month cycle that we want to look at it. But as of right now, 18 million is the most that we've seen since quadruple witching day, which was only 25 million, so still nothing but a drop in the hat. GameStop is seeing this major fall off, and we are noticing that this volume doesn't really speak for itself. We have about 500,000 volume minutes here. If we look back on the volume drops from earlier, we had 1 million volume minutes back in the beginning of the day when we saw that first major drop off here. So this is half as much volume, dropping us off twice as hard. You see the slope here from a breakout of 167, decided to drop down to 140. That is about 27 bucks. From 140 down to 127, that's about another 20 or so dollars. However, this time not being supported by the same type of volume as this morning. So holding tight here. Let's see. Cody Becker says, not sure if this is a pinnacle pledge, but I am pledging to put 600 into GME once we find our next corrective true correction. Put my money where my mouth is and mind are. Cody, there we are. We are also focusing up on Reese Beats here, wanting to buy another $2,000 of GME and $1,500 of AMC at 70K subs. And we have APJ here, 5,500 likes on the stream. We were close with that previous stream, but this time let us see if we can get APJ's like and subscribe milestones to be hit. So once more into the fray, 40 more subs. Everybody that subs to me right now and messages me on Instagram will have an opportunity to come on the show. A random chance of me pulling someone from the community. Just a fun way to be able to celebrate 69/420. I'm expecting to see that during today's stream, all the way through to the Finra Report, of course. As we get some more people in the chat here. Sean says, guys, there's a sale going on AMC and GME. Apes, love you, all of you. Remember, this channel is not just about AMC and GME. However, today they need all the support that they can get. 30% fire sale on GameStop right now. I'm going to parse through the GameStop DD to try and see if anybody is trying to explain this narrative here. We have also been reached out to by a producer of a big, I would say, very popular company. Now, I cannot say anything about what this docu-series could be about, but I am going to be interviewing them at 3 p.m. tomorrow, so I'm excited. Let's see. 69/420 is not a meme. Yes, just 37 away. Sabrina Klein, she's back. BBs. Oh boy. Okay, so I am drilling through the. I'm going to also look at the amount of options that might have been added during this craze. We were looking at those options earlier. Let's look at them now. So we have even more call options here. Originally, it was only about less than $1 million. Now we have $1 million of a call option. However, our put wall is still right here at $2 million. These ramps are being set up, light blue pushing to the gamma squeeze up here for delta hedging, and the rolling snowball for the gamma ramp on the right side. And the left side, we have more and more people putting their money into $100 strikes on the left. So that's why we are trying to push GameStop back in the right direction for the rest of the day. Of course, gamma squeezes don't happen on Wednesdays. This is what Warden said when he came through, and just the facts of how gamma squeezes are embodied. Okay, let's see. Let's get this out of here. Make sure that your broker is not lending out your shares. We've already had this come out. Trying to find massive volume update on TOS 157 mark. GameStop, Wedbush Securities admitting DFV was right all along. Elliott Wave predicted current price range of 140. So this is something that we have talked about before. If with Elliott Wave theory, we predicted that this corrective wave was going to bring us to $140. If you guys zoom out here, let's look at that corrective wave here. About an hourly chart here. So we had this impulse from a macro scale. Remember, be careful about using Elliott wave theory when it comes to larger and larger charts. However, positive insights for a solid long-term strategy too, suggesting $500 to $1,000 on transformation alone in 1 to 2 years. This is in line with my and Warden's technical analyses prior. However, this track upwards for this impulse leading up to the gamma squeeze of $350 and that flash crash down to 170. Here it is building on that corrective wave right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This sixth part of this corrective wave is now setting itself up for a impulse wave coming on down the line. Okay, let me get rid of this, see what the live chat is saying. Where is my live chat? Here it is. Oh, a super from George Sailing. One sec. Stand by. George Sailing says, so many shows, one person even made an account named after Andrew. Keep holding these massive dips happen for January and February rips. Okay, let's see. And Trey is not leaving. This is just true. James Plays Guitar says, just smash that like button. Please give Meatball a scratch for me. Of course. Okay. James Plays Guitar wants to give you a scratch. Scratch. Excuse me, more. Here you go, Meatball. A little scratch for your head. Cody Becker says, since I can't actively watch charts, can you keep me updated when the correction appears so I can peek at the chart and make that pledge true? You're in my ear, I know, not your financial advice. Cody Becker, we are going to give you that peeky weeky as requested. And we ain't hear no bell. GameStop is seeing two major red candles from the last few minutes. It is only 22 minutes, so 22 minutes on the day left on the hourly chart. These 2 hours, in 1 hour we dropped from $140 to $130. That's a $10 drop, and at this rate, that is starting to come up to around 10% on GameStop, maybe just 8% or so down in the hour prior. That's one of the things that we had seen GameStop push through their VWAP earlier on in the minute chart. Notice on the relative strength index that this is now heavily into oversold territory. It means that it's going to have to consolidate soon, and if there is either a consolidation down at this 130 level or there is going to be a rebound, we will see shortly based on the MACD. So let's focus and look at the 5-minute chart as well. This is volume. The MACD line has the signal line far above that MACD line as of right now. But when we are able to see it come swing back around for that signal line, we will be able to have more information on when that correction is in place. 26 more subs until 69,420. Sam Billmore, yes, I have heard of the dark pool. We covered that earlier today. Jarek throwing some scissors in the chat. That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let's see. It would be incredibly inconsistent to believe that Trey sold his AMC. Mainly one, he has promised to be able to do his trades online. So, and he's not online right now. He's been off. So there is almost a 0% chance, I would believe, that Trey has sold his AMC. So try not to spam in the chat. We're trying to keep it positive here. And Richie Rich, which Andrew sold AMC? Because I haven't. If we want to check, I'm fine with that. Let me show my face real quick. I'm gonna enter my password for my WeBull. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, nice, nice. And then bring it down to this one. Oh, just 19 more. So what we have here, my position, $131 at AMC. I am actually starting to be red. I'm now right at my entry point, $9.17, and GameStop, I have been bleeding since I started at $243.33 at that position. Have not exited my positions. Guys, that's not a call to anything. You don't have to listen to these people in the chat right now, throwing their positive energy into the chat, growing that 69,420 subscribers. There we go. Okay. Cedric says there are two kinds of people in the chat and both are easy to spot. Catzone says love Trey, love Andrew and Meatball. Oh, okay. Richie Rich says he's posting the show username. Gotcha. Well, I haven't seen that person yet, but if you see that, if you see a bot by that username, go ahead and let me know. We don't like bots in this chat. So, ooh, real close, 9 more. Getting a little distracted here. So I'm going to pull up just a little bit more DD here. GameStop names Jenna Owens new COO. Wedbush Securities admits that DFV was right all along. Let's actually look at that here. Last night, ooh, 5 more. Oh, so close. Hold on, I gotta make sure that I screenshot this. Okay. Oh, so close, guys. 7 more. So Wedbush Securities, it's gonna be a little dark until I can screenshot this, admitting that DFV was right all along. Last night, Michael Pachter, hold on. Oh boy, it's coming. Just wanna make sure this is how I actually screenshot. Okay, 5 more. So after everyone is on MSM said Keith Gill is crazy and there's nothing to see here, finally someone in a powerful position is going to the MSM, admitting that DFV Roaring Kitty was and is still right about everything. Right, so this is the Michael Pachter, a managing director at Wedbush Securities. Oh, 1 more. Oh my god, I think I missed it. No! That's okay. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. 69, 420. Oh, wait. Someone's giving me another chance. Nope. So close. Taking for the first time on MSM, it's Michael Pachter created and manages the ETF GAMR, which runs in its portfolio as its biggest holding GME stock, holds 164,900 GME shares, according to February 2021 reports. I guess we are past that boat. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for getting us up to 69,420. That is a beautiful, beautiful number. I appreciate it. We are now on the way to 70K, and in that, we are looking at Reese Beats buying another $2,000 of GME. And now that he has a beautiful, beautiful little discount here, seems like Reese Beats is going to be enjoying that tasty tendies on the way up. Remember, this channel is specifically looking for the AMC and GME relationship to the regular stock market, right? We talked about beta before. We talked about how GameStop is trending inversely to the overall market. But as a reminder, back when GameStop was above $200, that was still an opportunity for GameStop to have almost quadruple digits up on the market, right? Since year to date, when GameStop was up to $200 and change, that was when GameStop was still 1,000% up on the year compared to the rest of the market of only 7%. The only way that they can knock GameStop off its pedestal is to bring it back to double digits, and right now we are seeing solid support at 120. Tried to dip multiple times, but its low is still 121 right now. Whew. The real gig. It is time. The final chance to buy the dip on GME. The cup and handle has been completed. Prepare for launch, everyone. Greets from Taha and Alban. I appreciate that. Welcome back, Taha. Viv Ramirez says the market is red. I'm still here holding apes. Just purchase more AMC and GME. The market wants us to sell, so then the price go down and they buy it all up. They drink their milkshake. Instagram AMC is telling people to chill, says Eric Visuals. Okay, let's check it out. AMC, right? AMC Theaters. Ah, chill. Very nice. From 45 minutes ago. It's a little icy at AMC today. Order your favorite flavored icy on the AMC Theaters app, and we will have your favorite frozen treat ready when you arrive. Well, there you go. I get it. Chill out and hold. Eric Visuals, you're here. You commented. Perfect. The story comes full circle. So I do want to be able to pay attention to the number of options that is currently out here. Who stands to benefit when GameStop pushes past 120? Right now, there just isn't a ton of options at between 100 and 120. So we have 115, we have 200,000 puts, 500,000 puts at 120. So there are $500,000 dollars worth of puts here that is going to be in the money if it dips below 120, right? Right now, people are probably shell-shocked, but we already see some people putting their calls in at 140. So there are people still trying to build that ramp up and see GameStop push back towards 100 and 150. 150 still has $1 million worth of calls on it. So people are taking this opportunity to fuel up for that rocket ship. Oh man. Oh baby. Musico says, love your channel. I hope you can transition to talking stocks after this whole GME fiasco is over. Did not buy GME. Musico, that is okay. Sometimes this risk profile is just a little too volatile for some people, and that's perfectly fine. This stock channel is specifically about multiple different types of diversification of your portfolio and learning. So if you guys subscribed because you're part of this 500 people more until 70K, I salute you. Thank you for investing in yourself and learning. Evolve Harder says, a cup with a very long vertical handle is typically known as a ladle. Hashtag GME ladle. That's excellent. And Park says, red crayons taste the best. Love a stock on discount. Hodl the line, you beautiful, glorious apes. Thank you, Parks. Oh, what effects does GameStop putting the market price to 175 USD a share have? That wasn't GameStop itself. That was one of the analysts that was bearish on GameStop for a long time, now changing their mind. Sci-Fi Guy, AMC is being traded and shorted on OTC exchanges. How does this affect the price on regular exchanges? At the very least, it means that we have now caught them. We've found the Death Star, and now we need to build some schematics on being able to destroy the Death Star. Paburo says, man, my money settles this Friday. Hope it isn't too late to buy the dip. Paburo is thinking with his brain. Brandon Ellis hedges in the chat, thinking Trey sold out. Silly chicken, nobody believes you. Silly chickens. Cooking with Crisco now, guys. Scissors in the chat. Gorillas in the chat to honor our Trey. Real Mr. Meg says GME volume at 20 million. Yes, look at those eyeballs perk up. 20 million is currently the GME volume right now, which is roughly the same as Quadruple Witching Day, just 5 million more. APJ says, I don't know if he got that 5,500 on the last video, but he bought another $1,000 more on AMC. The dip was just too good, APJ. Thank you so much for supporting the cause. Once again, Krimmer, oh my goodness, guys. If it hits 100K a share, I'll get a tattoo that says, thanks, Andrew Mo Money. I'm holding you to that, Krimmer. I'm holding you to that. That's going to be part of the screenshots gala. 69420 scissors, thank you. Timothy John. Allison Liguri, congrats, 42068. How long can hedgies postpone squeeze? Allison, right now the perfect analogy for the squeeze being postponed is holding onto a box you know is full of chicken tendies away from a group of 10-year-olds. And 10-year-olds love tendies. This is true. I just got this big old chicken sandwich that I'm just going to take a little chomp on. Big old chicken sandwich. Very good. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Almost 70K. That's crazy. Amazing growth. You guys have been on the journey this entire time. I'm really grateful. Like, choking up because of just the positive energy that we are putting in this tasty, tasty dip. Last chance before the rocket. Once more, nothing has changed about the short situation, right? They didn't cover back in 40. Why would they cover even if we drop all the way below 100 now? Why would they cover now? They shorted all the way back when it was single digits, $4 a share for GME, AMC even less. So just understand that from the perspective of the hedgies here. Stonk Vader, you mentioned Death Star, you got $5, hodl AMC, perfect. I'm trying to kick Andrew Sulk AMC, but I don't know. I cannot find him. We have Miguel Rodriguez saying, I say once AMC and GME go to the moon, we should all buy gorilla suits and party outside the Hedgies buildings. Beer is on me, apes. Hashtag party apes. Very, very cool. I'm going to hold you to that as well. Fat Rocket says, what's up, Drew? Just subscribe Moon Game Gang. If it drops to 100, he'll put another additional $3,000 aside from the 10K he already has invested. Let's get it. Fat Rocket just wants to see that dip. Wants to see that fat dip. Paul Ordonez says, "Grats, Andrew. Here's the 69,420 more. Let's go. Let's get in that." Oh man, hedge funds went long from 50 to 100, forcing squeeze, bringing price up. Now hedgies took profit while there's still money on the table. It is a money game, right? They make thousands, millions, billions, thousands a second, right? Millions a day when it comes to how much money they've already bled in interest, and they are trying to make it stay liquid enough so that they don't get margin called. But we know the truth here, right? That this is going to be a long game. 120 has just been pushed below, and we have been watching this options chart here, which means that all of these $120 strike prices are now in the money. For puts. Scott Cunningham, Realtor. Pro tip, transfer your funds using Zelle from your bank to your brokerage account, available immediately. Miguel Acevedo, I have a question on a few things I've seen in AMC level 2. Can I send you the screenshots? Go ahead and send them to Instagram. Andrew Mo Money right there. Oh, there you are. I found you. I found one of the bots. Does Meatball have a friend? He has a friend in me. We're friends. There it is. Let's see. Yeah, scissors in the chat. That's exactly why we are getting hype right now, right? The energy level is electric right now. This is the kind of community that you guys have brought up together, raised up together. Vlad Hernandez says, the user is a silly chicken. Yeah, very silly. Okay. Apparently I do have a mod in here somewhere. Whoever is modding right now, thank you. I appreciate it. Mighty Brows, thank you for modding. Give Meatball some chicken sandwich. Oh no. Okay, so 5,000 of you in here, 800 likes. That math doesn't add up. We have like counters right here, right? APJ says we are trying to buy $500 more AMC and $500 more GME. We need you guys to press that like button. It helps out the show a ton. GameStop is now hovering at that brand new low at 118.62. That was a brand new low, and GameStop is on that mental barrier at 120. If it does close at 120 here, that is going to be a position where we are going to see the 500,000 calls be in the money here. At the very least, there's $1 million of puts. I did say calls. Sorry, I misspoke. $500,000 of puts here have become in the money. At $100 strike, there's $1 million of puts here. And we do not want it to reach there. However, it has historically been very hard pressed to push past $100. Jason, thank you for the super, and Jason Ocampo, 2 Jasons. Powa Awa, let's get 70K subs now. Congrats, bro. Thank you so much, Jason. Aaron says, hey, you hit 69,420 and I missed it. That's okay. It was a beautiful moment. I was there for it. Brandon Vicar says, I just got 2K in AMC. I will buy all of these dips. I love them, right? I will survive any dip. I will survive any rips. If you guys are curious about my positions, I have them posted right here. This is what the POS stands for right there. I am not touching my positions whatsoever. Let's see. I'm gonna lay off of modding in the chat. Moderators, please help. Okay, so we saw that there was a huge warning to shorts in a GME 10K doc, right? If anybody's missed that, this highlighted section is GME giving you guys the silver platter right here. If there's someone that said, with regard that they're just defining a short squeeze, right? People might be saying that with this highlighted text, they're just defining what a short squeeze is. This is very uncommon for any 10K filings. They even did a statistical analysis of how often this is found in other 10K filings. Always less than half a percentage point of frequency, right? This phrase is essentially never found. So this is uncommon, this is weird, this is unusual. And once again, if you guys had missed that, it says, to the extent aggregate short exposure exceeds the number of shares of our Class A common stock available for purchase on the open market, boom, right there, right? The aggregate short exposure exceeds the number of shares that is even available on the open market, right? Investors with short exposure will have to pay a premium to repurchase shares of our Class A common stock for delivery to lenders of our Class A common stock. Those repurchases may in turn dramatically increase the price of shares of our Class A common stock until additional shares of our Class A common stock are available for trading or borrowing. This is often referred to as the short squeeze, right? They've defined it. This is their official language, and this is unprecedented. This does not happen in normal 10Ks. Jay Piazza, Jason's Unite. Please show my pup on the stream. Larry Bobera, you got you. I got you. We need a dog to carry us through to the promised lands. 2 more minutes until power hour is over. Thank you. This is a dog. Aww. This is how I'm feeling right now. Right there, perfect. JP, as showing your dog, we are just 1.5 minutes more until the end of power hour, and we are seeing GameStop traversing the untraversable 120. If it does stay up above there, then those puts will remain out of the money if they haven't yet exercised. $9 on AMC. We can look at the options chain for AMC in just a second. For GME, however, right now is a fight against the $500,000 puts, $500,000 worth of puts at the $120 mark. Oh man. Okay, another bite of my sandwich. 120.69, lol. Explain SSR. The short sale restriction list is to protect stocks that have been hurt by shorting in the past, or at the very least prevent shorters from hurting the stock even more on the downticks only. It prevents shorting on the downticks if a stock falls more than 10% than its previous close. Jason, I see your super. I appreciate it. And the day is now over. At the end of the day, GameStop did close above $120. Those $120 puts are no longer in the money for today. However, gamma squeezes in either direction does not happen on Wednesdays, right? It's not like those contracts expired today. So GameStop avoided the dreaded hard push, the gamma ramp down. AMC also managed to close above $9, almost a little bit too suspiciously coordinated here. AMC is now at $9.01, down 15%. If you guys are even thinking about leaving, the Finra Report is what we've been focusing on for the last few weeks. We do want to be able to see it come out. So stay tuned. We're going to watch that Finra Report come out and see the short interest and the short percent of float and whether or not that has changed. GameStop 120.35, down 33.78%. However, that volume there is still lower than average. However, it is the most since quadruple witching day on Friday. Oh, did we finally find you? I think we finally found the Trey sold AMC bot. So, Tristan Bruce, thank you for joining in. He just said thanks for another day of streaming. Dev23 Gaming says not a dead cat. Booyah Booyah says, can someone call this out? What are we calling out here? Let's see. The Gherkin says, does the report include ETF shorts though? No, it doesn't. So we will have to, but we do have an Excel sheet full of which ETFs hold which, how much GME. So we could also look at the ETFs there. Just require a little bit more mental work here. Yassine Anis says, do you still believe in the squeeze? Heck yeah, I do. And here's why. Because absolutely nothing has changed. Because the shorts have not covered. If they were going to cover, they would have covered back at 40. If they were going to cover, the Finra Report would have shown that. However, they continue to pile on more shorts and adds on to the number of shorts that they must cover. From the research that we've done all morning, nothing has changed between the amount of synthetic shares that they have shorted and the amount of actual shares that they have yet to repay. Failure to deliver will eventually make it come back on them for stocks that they need to deliver in order to be clear of this debt. Right now, they owe you these stocks. They borrowed it from you and they sold it. They no longer have them right now. Especially if they are synthetic and they cannot find anyone to borrow from. Even if they do find someone to borrow from, they need to buy it at whatever price you guys set in the future. And if that ever goes away, if that value of the stock, if those shorts ever go away, then it's truly over. However, the amount of shorts stays consistent, right? Can they slowly eke out and cover week by week, month by month? They can. But we would still see that reflected on the price. We would still see that, and we have not yet seen it. Factual data doesn't lie, says V. Follow the data. Data is king. Matt Weiler says, if you use SoFi, and you have AMC or GME, you don't want them to lend out your shares, you can email investsupport@sofi.com to opt out. Spread the word, especially if you don't have SoFi and you want $50 to play with for free, to invest in whatever you want. It doesn't give you like a free stock like WeBull does. Drop the link in the description down below. Thank you, Jokey91, for joining the officer rank of the Moon Platoon. We're going to be streaming into the Finra Report coming out soon, as well as consolidating the amount of research that we have to cover, the amount of brains that is currently around on the floor from the amount of work that we've already done. Sama says, Andrew, check Instagram. Ooh, so okay. Kasperly says, show us your GME shares. They're literally right there. Right? My position is in the blue bubble, right above my head. 33 at 243. This is a really good sandwich. So this is the Gme Options Chain. Let's look at it for AMC now. Wow. What is this huge put on 17? What is going on here? Was AMC wasn't even close to 17. So currently, right now, with GME at $9, the $8, almost $1 million worth of puts at the $8 strike is what is concerning AMC right now. And what could have been pushing it below $10 is this huge put wall at $858,000. So that is currently the option chain for AMC. Why was DTCC rule not affect anything today? The problem with the 003 DTC rule is that without a combination with the 801 rule, currently it doesn't do anything. Technically, the DTC can do whatever they want. However, right now all it is just saying there is no liability that DTC is responsible for if you lie to them. Right, so now they have no incentive to lie. First of all, the first part of the DTC new regulations is don't lie to us. If you lie to us, you're on your own. Number two, which is the 801, the one that's really actually super important, is the one that allows us to say, if you lie to us and you have a really, even if you don't lie to us and you have a really bad risk profile, you are just going to have to margin call you right away, or we're going to margin call everybody around you. Right, you get margin called and everyone has to pitch in. Therefore, it incentivizes everybody to defect. That was the simple brain smooth brain explanation that 801 is going to be able to provide the DTC the ability to go through and say, hey, if you see your hedge fund friends being a piece of poop, you can just rat on them, and this incentivizes snitching between the hedge funds. Howdy from Matt's stream. What's going on? If you guys are coming from Matt's stream, then drop some ducks in the chat. If you're coming from a different stream, let me know what stream you're coming from. Booyah, booyah. Welcome to the Moon Platoon. You're now the officer rank of the Meatball Army. And the general is coming. General is almost here. So let me get the Finra Report up to make sure that we are looking at it. It's not going to be updated for a little bit longer. But this is the one for AMC. It's the one that automatically shows up, 19.5%. And we're going to get the one for GME right now. And that is 52.04. So we're looking for that number to update. Nico says there are no more shorts available anymore for the Fintel report. XRT volume, okay, I can check it in a sec. Mr. Buttervenom, assuming we reach tens of thousands of dollars per share on GME, what would a tax percentage on our gains look like? Short-term capital gains is going to be 30%, unless someone else is an actual tax lawyer and can tell me otherwise. I'm not a tax lawyer. I'm not any kind of lawyer. Welcome those of you coming from Matt's stream. Ducks in the chat. What's going on here? You should let them know that I am, of course, as always, willing to jump on and talk to any member of the Hodelman. Wow, I have a lot of messages about this Grubhub order. Okay, Dallas Harvey says, can you show a picture I sent you on Insta? It's a space captain saying, hold, Scriv Reds is your Insta, sure thing. We are really close to 70K, you guys, and when that happens, we have respeeds coming in with the clutch $2,000 of GME and $1,500 of AMC. So if you guys want to jump on, start investing in yourself, take a chill pill, relax while the Finra report is, we are waiting for it to update. This could be a good time for it. Scriv Reds. Dallas Harvey. Dallas Harvey's meme here says, "Sir, what are your orders?" And he just says, "Hold." And they hold hands. That's very nice. I like to see it. Oh man, We have Giovanni Soto says, I'm down 30K down, boys. Capital gains have tax brackets. Ah, thank you. 50% tax at 1 million. Ooh. Nothing is lost until you sell, says Sean Van Beckham. So if you guys have not yet seen some technical analysis of the crazy shenanigans that's happened so far, I need to wash my hands, but after that I will show you what is looking like for GME and for AMC, what we're expecting to see for next day of trading. So this is going to be coming up on deck. Oh man. BH hitting is still thinking about that petition. We love petitions, but they have to be a recount of all the institutional shares as well. Hey Johnny. Hey Johnny, I'm sorry I cannot see your super chat anymore. Can you just repeat yourself? Eric says, what's my position on GME? Right above my head. This one in blue. Notion M says, can you please explain after hours and why people trade it? After hours is just a almost the exact same, except for a couple of conditions as regular hours. One, some of the puts and calls in options trading is now has its parameters specific to what price it closes at before after hours begins. That's one thing to consider. Second, the differences are mainly about the number of people that have access to the market. For example, your broker might not allow you to trade after hours, but WeBull does. So if you guys haven't gotten your 2 free stocks yet from WeBull, use the description link or the link that is pinned in the live chat to get that. 2 free stocks, as well as the technical tool that I use. It's this charting tool right here. Osama Ahmed says 1 million short is sent you on Insta. Also 1L, okay. Sorry for chewing, guys. I have to eat eventually. I'll chew softer. Interest is like fines in a way. It's just the cost of being villains. Resort Dog, you are on the money right there. That's exactly what it is. Interest is just fines. About to hit 90, 69. Oh, wow. We are really close to 69, 69. That would be really fun. 69, 69.6. Jordan Lee says, if nothing has changed in terms of the shorts not covering, can you give a brief explanation to how we still see a 30% drop like today? How can they short if there aren't any more to short? First of all, they're not shorting because, on the downticks at least, because there is, one, not enough shorts, and two, we're on the SSR list, right? That is just one of the ways to prevent these short attacks on the downticks. So that is something that is currently not happening. Other thing to notice is that we are seeing a big mismatch between the RSI here, which has been hovering down at 30 for almost the entire power hour, and the amount of volume that we see. Right, the amount of volume that we see here. What is this? The minute chart. We are seeing like 100K, 80K minutes. Right, in terms of volume, and we see green and red at the same time. Compare that to the drop from earlier today, which was legitimate, right? As retail investors pulling back, we had over 500K minutes. 500K minutes, so that volume was setting itself up for a much bigger drop. This bleed is basically the same size, however, it is not justified by the volume, and the easiest way to prove my words is look at the volumetric weighted average price. The orange line basically does not peter, and like even peter in the slightest. Actually, it stays here at 150, and at the end of the day it drops maybe $4. Yeah, it drops down to 143. It drops down $7, where the volume is not driving the price of the stock here. John Casello says, can you look into OTC data details for AMC? 2 billion plus shares in the dark pool. Can you explain what's going on there? Thanks. Got you, John. I got you, John. And then Nate Sinclair says, do you see dips continuing into next week? the main point, and we gotta have WardenElite back in the game because he was curious about the dips, and he was also calling the fact that we were going to see 130 later today. So that is something that we have already foreseen. Given that 140 is this brand new barrier, we are seeing at the very least, if we can take Elliott wave theory at face value, the beginning of the impulse wave that could carry us forward, right? A lot of people who ascribe to Elliott wave theory saw this on a macro scale, that we were going to have a corrective wave bring us all the way to 130. Now 120 here is currently being supported by this support level, and that's something that we want to be able to understand a little bit closer. Exactly how long will 119 hold, and will it be similar to what happened earlier in pre-market and after hours right here, pushing that 150 multiple times, and then putting that as a resistance. So reversal from getting protected by 150 as a solid support, and then being rejected multiple times. Even that one final push earlier today that traversed above the VWAP, that was supposed to be our bounce upward. If that continued, unfortunately it already had 5 subwaves, so it was a complete impulse, and that would have been a sign for us to start falling. That corrective wave followed directly after, followed by a short period of consolidation, and then another corrective wave. We got tacos from Ethereal Toad. Thank you. So some of you asked about OTC. Jason Nixon says, look at AMC and GME on day charts. Is a cup and handle setup. Might drop down to a cup low, but will rocket after there is a catalyst. Right now, we are concerned about the cup and handle having its handle dip too far below the half of the cup here. But if we look at AMC, we see a less defined cup here. It's a little wavy. If you imagine that your cup ends up having like a second cup right here, but that handle right now is falling fast. Usually there's about 4 days on the handle part, up to 4 weeks, but right here we started seeing the peak of that handle around 318. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Today is the 4th day. So if this was a reversal play, we will see that the cup and handles would pick up from here. However, it does need to stay in the upper half of this rim for it to have the strongest case of ripping. On the other hand, for a GameStop right now, we are already far exceeding past halfway on the cup. Halfway on the cup would be from the bottom at 50. This is the bottom of the cup. Subtract that from about 400, where this is the average between the left rim and the right rim. It's about 350, divide that by half, that's 175. So when GameStop was hovering around 175, that was one of the best chances for it to continue reducing in volume, building up momentum, sliding back the crossbow. Right now it has slid $50 further, all the way down to 120. So as of right now, we did ask WardenElite about his opinions on that cup and handle. He is still hopeful, although there needs to be a major catalyst, right? And we've been talking about catalyst all day. So there you go. Oh boy. Chris F says, I'm proud of many of you because you have proved that you have diamond hands. There you go. Chester Winslow says, can you read my super chat, please? I have only bought stock the last 2 days. How come it denied my day trade? It could be that you have too many day trades. Let me see. Chester Winslow says, Cash App denied sale because day trade I only bought today. You only get up to 3 day trades on a 5-day rolling cycle. Correct me if I'm wrong, live chat. So that could be why. Just change your account to a pattern day trading account. I'm not sure if Cash App allows that, but there you go. Nothing to do with you, just how regulations are. Awakening lectures and chill and peaceful beats. What's going on? TA on KLV. Sorry if you don't do TA. I do TA. Let's take a look. Oh wait, KLV. I can't read. KLV is not a stock on this market. So if it, as a rule, if it's not currently on WeBull and then I can't look at it with the same setup here, I'd like to keep AMC and GME on the top left and top right. Yes, Mundo Stream, we were talking about that Volkswagen cup and handle. We can still see it here on AMC. Now be careful because this cup and handle does not have a elongated U bottom here. It has a like semi bisected cup when it had a breakout from $5 and then remade the cup here at $8. More likely this is a elongated impulse wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is essentially the perfect impulse wave. And now we are facing a corrective wave here. If this corrective wave does start to recorrect itself earlier, then I would say an entry point at around like $6 to $8, then we could see a major rip as Elliott wave theory would have us move from where we are here. So if this is a breakout from $4 to a high of 15 roughly, then that is an $11 rise here. If we get corrected over here, then we should see another $11 rise from $8 roughly to 19, so that's 20. AMC $20, not a meme. Okay, we are just waiting around for the Finra report to be updated. What is the strongest support line? Will it go under $100 again? We saw very, very strong support at $100. Let's see how many times on the daily chart that GameStop has been supported by 100. So we see here that it's wanted to dip multiple times at $100 right here. If I can look at the 30-minute chart and then move back a little bit. 100 is roughly around here. So this was basically where it started to, retail investors started to pick up, and this natural growth here is brought to you by you guys, right? You guys, pretty much around here, you guys decided to subscribe, you guys decided to start investing and learning about the stock, right? And this is exactly how we start this kind of community right here. So as you guys subscribed and started to learn about the stock here, we were pushing past 90, and since then we have been contested multiple times here at 100. One of the things that could be worrisome is that when we were supported at 170 last time, once from the flash crash from 350, and the second time for the dip on the 16th, on Wednesday, that both times were supporting that strong 170 level support, which likely could come back and bite us as a new level of resistance. Awakening Lectures and Chill and Peaceful Beats says it's crypto. All good. I am going to pull up BlockFi in a second. If you guys haven't gotten your $250 of free Bitcoin, BlockFi is the best way. And I've already gained up to like $70 of interest just by having the money sit. Right? If you think that you want to live off of interest forever, 8.6% interest is a great place to be. Nicholas Guilak says, I've got 5 contracts, GME 142 calls this morning due April 9th at 17.5K. Worried. I've lost several calls last week and looks like a few this week, down a lot. Any hope, Nicholas? Buying far out of the money calls is scary. It looks like you bought those when GME was closer to 150. It was hovering around 150 basically all day. One of the things about that is right now we do have a lot of people waiting to go back up. All right, just let's take a look. What is this? All right, Citadel contributions. This is the Finra report. Well, the options chain that you guys saw earlier, that was the gamma ramp that we are trying to traverse. A lot of people are just like you with $150 call options. So you are in good company of $1 million of call options around you. Unfortunately, the big problem right now is that there's 2 million put options at 150 right now, and that is currently the wall that prevents the price of GME from pushing much further past 150. John B. Trini says, try one more time. TA on CMG, please. Gotcha. Back to Chipotle, finally. Okay, John B. Trini. What price do you expect AMC to close on Friday? I try not to do price predictions. However, we will look at overall a weekly trajectory in just a second for AMC. Matt Smith says, is this basically criminal by hedgies? How do we keep thinking supports will have any normal effect? That's fair. That's fair. Manipulation by hedge funds is a big topic of this morning's conversation with Warden. Okay. Uh, 350 more until 70,000 subs. That's very cool. And now, without further ado, the comedy stylings of the, let's put the Finra Report up here for now, of Chipotle. So if we look at Chipotle here, let us spread over to the 30-minute chart to give a sense of where it is in the medium short term. It seems like it is pushing lows at $1,300. I, once again, very surprised that people are this into Tex-Mex, authentic Mexican food. It seems like this was a strong level of resistance for OSEC, and then it still seems like that for now. So if you're thinking about risk reward, that was one something that was plaguing Chipotle for a while. That's that 1355 mark. Drops a lower support down here. Hold on. Michael Rake says, people keep showing that the chart of VW looking the same as GME. Are there any other similarities other than a line graph chart? The short percent, right? GME is way over 10%, but Volkswagen back in 2008 had a short percent afloat, roughly around 12%, slightly higher. So anything above 10 is actually substantial. However, there are two main differences. The most important piece to remember about Volkswagen is that Porsche and the German government were involved, and they became essentially the largest non-institutional. Do they count as institutions? Well, they eventually became the largest players in that field, and we don't have a German government or Porsche stepping in here. We would like our American government to step in for GameStop, hint, hint. Justin Feld says, how do we know if we lost the fight? We lose the fight, Justin, one, if the price goes down to 0, or 2, if all the shorts cover. There it is. And that is not going to happen soon because they would have covered earlier if they could. Brad O'Connor says, it looks like Citadel doubles down. I'm going to check that out right after I finish Chipotle. So with Chipotle, this is brand new floor at 1256. You see that this is essentially just trading the same waves, although albeit a little bit more tumultuous than other $1,000 plus stocks. This stock is trading in fairly predictable fractals. So if you consider this fractal from 1560 to roughly 1300, that's a $200 corrective fractal here. Once it reached this 1300, it then had a period of consolidation, right? This is not a macro fractal to an impulse. Had another correction here, consolidation here, and now it is currently trading down close to its VWAP. Actually, its VWAP and itself continues to trade basically norm. This is what is expected, right? A price hovers around its exponential moving average and its VWAP. Currently, it is lower than its exponential moving average. So I would say an attractive price would be at the previous level of support at around 1400 flat. I would say if it gets to 1400 flat, I would say that that's an incredibly attractive price for the short-term scalp. For a long-term scalp, I would say a more attractive price would probably be in the 1300s, mainly because this descending level of support makes me a little bit worried for the near future. 223, that's not even that long ago. So this crash down to 1265 makes me worried that any entry point above 1300 is risky for the longer term. If you're planning to scalp, however, it does have potential to have an impulse wave in the near future. There you go, Chipotle. Okay, so someone says that they have info for me. As you know, we take that very seriously. Oh. 6,000 of you and only 1,000 likes. You guys know that that math doesn't make any sense. Also, if you guys haven't yet, follow me on Instagram. I am 500 followers away from 4,000. That's a cool little milestone right there. Okay, here it is. ETFchannel.com. Check this, how 1 million shorted. So, wow. So this is what percent short? 1,000,000% short? So I'm not sure about the validity of this website, etfchannel.com. However, it does say that JKI, iShares Morningstar Midcap Value, has 1,000,000% short. And that's insanity. Okay, well, thank you for the heads up here. Let me do some things in the back end to see how I can connect this to the story. Come on, cheer up. This beats being laid down in the rows in front of tank treads. Fair enough. That's quite an analogy, but yes. Do you realize Gme butchered their conference call? I would say that the CEO was nervous. They fumbled around. He essentially just read out the earnings call. I wouldn't say that it was butchered. I would say that there was some opportunity there that we were expecting. However, that's on us, right? Why were we expecting something that we clearly, leading up to the earnings call, there was a lot of tumultuousness, right? A lot of oscillations back and forth. If you guys remember, we can even look at it on the chart. For GameStop, we saw a flash rise up to like $200 right before the call, and that dropped all the way down to 170. Right, it stayed back around 180 until the call finished, and then flash crash all the way down to 150. Right, when they realized that was it. Even my honest reaction at that point was like, what happened to Ryan Cohen and all the other things? It's because they weren't signaling to us that that was the main play. And searching through their 10K, it's more clear that they're long about they're much more long about the short squeeze play. If you guys haven't seen that yet, that's been the news all day. Let's refresh this. 52%. Not pretty to see all those red numbers. Down 33.51. Day change. $60 down. AMC going up. Let me just check. AMC is going up a little bit, 1%. Try not to look at the charts too closely to avoid being blinded. Zach says, hey, Andrew, have you heard from Trey? Is he okay? I think he's just really busy. I think he's just real busy. But he did shout me out earlier this morning, and that's why we love the man. He's a giving man. He cares. Oh, man. So, the Finra Report. We are waiting for it to arrive. Jordan Lee says, is there any way for them to cover without there being some sort of squeeze? Yes. They could just keep buying the shares slowly. And every time they buy the shares, like you buying the shares, it is going to cause the price of the stock to go up. Right? Small increases over time. The Finra Report keeps us grounded on how often they do that, how many more shares they have left. Every time they short attack, though, they add negative years to the amount of time it takes to get this done. Right? When I say negative years, I guess it's just it adds a deficit to the amount of shorts left to cover. So when they short attack, those shorts have to be covered at some point, right? Shorts have to be covered all the time. Have you seen that most of the board is getting retired? Yeah, we have. Have you guys seen that too? That is very fun. Hold on. Looking at the Rensselaer DD here. We are really close to 69.69.6, okay? Just so you guys know, really close to it. and then just 330 more subs until 70K. So as a reminder, guys, board of directors, upcoming changes will stand for re-election to the board in June. And it specifically said, as of this date, the board has not determined the definitive slate of nominees, but currently expects the following incumbent directors will retire from the board. Right? Nothing definitive, but they expect that there's going to be cutting out essentially everyone who isn't in with Ryan Cohen. Right? We have this guy. The people are crossing out are gone. Jim Bell, Kathy Vrayback, Carrie Tefner, Elizabeth Dunn, etc., except this person, right? Kurt Wolf was in Hestia Capital. We have Alan Attal, Cohen's people. Ryan Cohen, obviously, that's Ryan Cohen. And Jim Grube, Cohen's people, right? Most of the board now is being gutted to line up for more control for Ryan Cohen. And so it deserves, so he deserves. Let's see. So close, almost to 69. Very funny. Max Lou says, I'm so sad. Payday is next week and I can't buy the fire sale. Oh no. Is Reggie getting retired? I've heard. I haven't checked, but I have heard. Oh. When will it update? It has been late, but it supposedly updates maybe an hour after, like about 5 p.m. EST. Every time we wait, we end up, one time we actually made it, but one time we stopped streaming and it came out right there. That was what we're currently waiting for. But you guys have me, 6,000 of you, 2,000 likes. That feels way, way better, right? 6,000 of you, 2,000 likes. Let's get that like counter up, because not only are we looking at people who have pledged, like APJ, 5,500 likes on this stream, but we also have sub milestones here. 70,000 subscribers, and he's going to buy another $2,000 GME, $1,500 of AMC, says Reese Beats. Oh boy. So the reason why this is so important is because we have seen that GME themselves has calculated the amount of short percent as of float, and they seem to be indicating that there's 100%, right? So GameStop right now, in this message here, right? We've talked about it a couple of times already. Let us give it. That's pretty good. Let us give some more of our DD some looks, but keep in mind that we still have the Finra Report to look at here as well. Why is Gme tanking? Yeah, Trey was in urgent care, but he is okay. The AR guys, what are we waiting on? Just joined. We're waiting on the Finra Report to update. Paburo says, another question. What would be the effects of a stock recount for GME? What things can happen depending on the revealed data? Paburo, the main point of a stock recount, especially since we covered this with Warden earlier this morning, is to uncover how many synthetic shares there really are. And those synthetic shares must be covered, right? Must be... the opposites here are naked and covered, so synthetic counterfeit shares that have not been found, those are going to have to be covered by the market price. Oh, 69.69, so close. 69.69.6, is that what I'm looking for? Oh, I'm not sure. What do I need? What do we know? Jashuha is back. God, I love Jashuha. Jashuha says, hey brother, two quick names. Did you end up using your name for your avatar? I did. I have a whole D&D campaign where my character's name is Jashuha. And what's your opinion on Sensionics? Sensionics, let's do a little bit of technical for Sensionics here. In just a second. So Sensionics is on deck. Very cool. Thank you, Jashuha. Did you see that 1 billion shorts and what exactly that means? Oh, we missed 69.69. Oh, that's okay. 290 more. 290 more subs until 70K, and then we have Mr. Reese Beats over here that needs to buy $2,000 of GME. What F is going on? Seriously, it says AMC and GME is being shorted via EFTs. EFT is being used in the SFYF. Hedges are being loopholes. I see that you have misquoted every single acronym except for AMC. So good. But yes, that is technically true. The AMC and GME are being shorted by ETFs. ETFs are being in sci-fi. So SYF. Y. Andrew, I finished the Power of Habits audiobook today and learned a lot and highly recommend the book to everyone. Guys, if you guys want 2 free audiobooks just like Jason Ocampo, go check it out. It's a really good way to be able to learn. And if you guys are busy like me, oftentimes you can't learn with your eyes. You gotta learn with your ears. Real Mr. Miggs says, can we as a group of investors put pressure on the SEC to look into some of the dealings we've caught hedgies? Yes, the SEC always has had the power to stop this from happening. This is where we the German government has come in for Porsche. Yeah, the American government could come in for GME. They could. And even in Congress, the specifically these congressmen, right? Loudermilk was in particular, let's say Loudermilk here because his name is so fun to say. He was like, the SEC have every capability to do whatever they want to stop this kind of shenanigans from happening. And yet, is it? They have the ability, just like DTCC has the ability to hurt the hedgies that are playing bad, like Melvin. But will they? That's the question. Will they do it? Right now, guys, 6,200 of you are waiting for the Finra Report to update right now, as well as covering just a couple more thoughts about exactly what's going on here. Zaysu says, is it possible for Moon in after hours? Yeah, we've seen, well, maybe not the actual short squeeze, because that involves hedge funds covering their shorts. It means it's not possible to happen in after hours, but likely it's going to be happening whenever they get margin called. So you're talking about mooning, you're talking about short squeezing, that's going to be when they get margin called, and that is not close. We're not close to that yet. Price of the GameStop needs to happen closely around probably quadruple digits for the larger hedge funds to actually be margin called. You guys are asking some really good questions. I like how Explody says they want to swallow us whole, and that was not allowed by the YouTube algorithm. If you guys don't see your comments sometimes, it's because YouTube thinks that you are being naughty. That's hard sometimes. What time does the Finra Report come out? Usually around an hour after market closes. It's about 45 minutes after market closes. That's what is supposed to happen here. So let's take a look. We have the Finra Report right here. 52.04, so nothing has changed yet. What this does change, we will see it on AMC as well. So why GME tanking? What do we know? We know that hedge funds have to buy a ton of shares in order to cover their positions. Volume regulas, all shorts must cover. We know with new rules, DTCC, SEC coming, that it can be margin called anytime. And this is true. When 801 gets passed, this can be happened any single time. What would you do if you were a hedge fund seeing that coming? Just try to use the last ammo available to tank the price as heck. Shake some paper hands in the way and get the best price before things get really bad. Right? They are trying their best. One last shot. They are hurt. They are injured. And at the end of the day, make it clear, right, that if you are too afraid and you lie to yourself that you're actually going to diamond hand this thing, it's no shame in backing out. You really can. Like, no one here is saying, I'm bullish, you should be bullish too, right? If I'm bullish, that's just my opinion. We're giving you the research here. It's going to be a lot of confirmation bias, which is why you have to take the DD with a grain of salt, right? It's because the internal bias of the person writing the DD is bullish about GME. Like, this is just how the democratic way of the subreddit works. You think a gardening subreddit is going to have a bearish DD about gardening? No, it's going to be awesome articles. Gardening is amazing. This is the same. This is the RGME subreddit. That's the main point, right? If this does not agree with your philosophy, it does not agree with your risk philosophy specifically, right? There are much easier ways to save your money, and that's why this channel is made for everybody. We do technical analyses, not just on GME and AMC. It's just the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity right now, and it's one of the biggest things to talk about, which is why we're talking about it. A great learning opportunity that we have now uncovered just full dozen manipulation tactics from hedge funds. So learn like a hedge fund, learn like a supervillain. Right now, you're learning from the best. It's kind of like having an actual supervillain teach you the ropes of how to be a supervillain. So you're learning how to spot these manipulation tactics so that when you see them again in the market, you'll be able to navigate them effectively. Diamond says, any thoughts on hedgies going all out this week, pushing AMC down only to begin the process of covering? It would give me something to cheer about. Yeah, we're covering that right now. They're not diamond hand anymore. They're full diamond body. Full diamond body. If you guys haven't heard, we are also going to talk to Kevin Bates, 88 soon. He is a qualified institutional banker, investor, but he is going to be someone who might jump on the show, and you guys get to hear what a whale has to say, essentially, whether he's good or bad. I think he's neutral, but he is in the system. James Ott Hainwacker. I can't find Meatball link, but my wife Pug Mom 73 would like to give him a treat, and kisses for her if you would please. I would love to. This is from Pug Mom 73. Rabid Roxas says, do you think the GME is going to pull another massive drop to like 40 bucks again? I know you don't like to price predict, but I'm wondering if I should jump in now. Rabid Roxas, you are likely going to see more shenanigans by the end of this week. It's only Wednesday. You're likely going to see worse before it gets better. If you guys are coming in from another live stream, let me know what live stream you're coming in from. And hey, we're waiting for the Finra Report right now, so come chill with us. And tell us where you're coming from. Okay, what did I do? Oh yeah, the Roxas. So I'm gonna look on Instagram. Pugmom73. Oh, look at those pugs. Look at those pugs. Perfect. Andrew Harris, welcome to the Moon Platoon. You are now a member of the officer rank of the Meatball Army, and I appreciate that a ton. William Smith says, what is the scissor emoji for? It's to cut out all the paper hands in the chat as well as in the world of AMC and GME, right? You are free to paper hand. You are still free to paper hand and subscribe to this channel because we are still 250 subscribers away from 70K. However, we're all here to learn, right? No shame in paper handing. Just understand that. Matt Raid, is that true? Ducks in the chat if that's the case. Ducks in the chat. Coming from Jason's stream, Janine, Jason who? I might need to subscribe to a new person. I'm not sure where you guys are coming from. Tell me which YouTuber stream you guys are coming from if you guys just joined. Let's see. Coming from the bar. Heck yeah. New Orleans. Rolling in from the My Life live stream. It was boring, so I switched to Angelo Money. What's up, Backup Bump? Oh. Try not to spam. Thank you. Thank you for timing him out. Alexander says, did you see the $1 billion shorts? What does that mean for AMC? I did not see that yet. Where did you see a billion shorts? A billion shares? $1 billion worth of shorts? From Germany, what's going on? Eric Machain. And Jordan Lee says, can you explain what the sell button is that everyone keeps talking about? I'm actually not sure. I'm trying to find some more DD about that sell button here. Sweden, very cool. I think someone is asking me what my positions are. If you are wondering, my positions are already on the screen here, right? At POS, and then how many shares, and then POS and how many shares. AMC on the left, GME on the right. Let's see. Long Island, New York here. What's going on, Chris Rakus? We have someone from Slavia. Is that right? Slovakia. Okay, there we go. Duck Gain Assemble. What's going on here? Can you comment on Findale iBorrow Desk? So we already covered that just a little while earlier ago. We are here waiting on that Finra report. Let's go and take a look to see if it has been updated. Might be a long shot. Has not. 5204. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the year to date here. I'm going to look at the fundamentals. And look at the percent short interest. At the very bottom, I'm going to scroll to the right. Still says, wait, what does it say? Yeah, 5204. So still 5204, hasn't changed yet. Well, we're waiting until this number changes here for the Finra report. Ooh, we're coming back for you, Andrew. Thank you, Dr. MP. Oh, man. Denmark here. What's up, Stefan Jespargard? Sherlock Holmes, what's going on? Love that username. Oh, baby. Ooh, Eugene, how's it going? You ever use Koifin for data analysis? I don't think so. Coming from D's live stream, says Chris P. Who's D? And I'm about to get trolled, I think. That's okay. Finra reported 1 billion short shares from Citadel at Andrew Money. Okay. A billion short. Hungary and New Zealand here. What's going on? Croatia, Switzerland. This crowd is packed. All Space Apes here. All Moon Platoon members here. Everyone helping that sub count go up to 70K. Remember, Reese Beats is going to be helping us out in our time of need at 70K. He is going to buy $2,000 of GME and $1,500 of AMC. Can I send you a DM? Cool Whip. You can send it to Andrew Money on Instagram. Can you rub meatball for good luck for me? Says Sunisa. Here you go. There you go. Oh, you got me. D's. Andrew, check it out. Super in death, says Eugene. Okay, so Koi, I will. England, Canada, Costa Rica, dude, Pura Vida. What's going on, Rado Beats? Yorkshire, UK, Italy. Very cool. We're all Hoddlemen here. Sazia Magyar. Liverpool, UK. Corey, thank you for the super. HPR. So we can take ticker suggestions as we wait for the Fin report to come out. We rich yet? Says McCall Derone. I'm ready, standing at the edge of my driveway with my helmet on. Heck yeah. Mr. JR says, I come off of Andrew's live stream. Do you know him? Not personally. I'd love to know him though. Oh, Sweden, Zimbabwe? Really? Haida Gui, Germany, El Salvador, Dominican Republic. You know, I like how we just putting our titles in here. I never said to. It's just that we are here. Everyone's just talking about where they're from. Guys, now you are all Moon Platoon members. Smashing that subscribe button is the way to go. William Lane. Jason Allen, Money Talk Stream Guy is awesome, super solid. Tries to help people out just like you and Mark. Should try him. Okay. Jason Allen, Money Talks. And then Chris P says, I can sub to a guy with a sense of humor. Thank you. Chris P. Chris P. First name Chris, last name P. Oh, I'm already subscribed to him. Cool. Jason Allen. Let's see. So, Oslo. Oh, man. I almost went to Oslo. Super close. Puerto Vallarta. That was a really good vacation. There was that the cow bar and then the swing. God, I love Puerto Vallarta. Ireland. Portsmouth, UK, Amsterdam. Had a really good time in Amsterdam. Almost like a movie. Amsterdam was really fun. Oh boy. Hey Johnny says, hey Andrew, you know about Updog? No, tell me about it. Haven't read enough DD about Updog. Tell me about Updog. Let's see. So what we covered here, the Finra report right here. And then we have the, let's look at those option chains again. Bloomberg terminal dropped on Reddit. Okay, let me take a look. So this is brand new. We have some call options on $50. Almost $1 million of a $50 strike on GME. This is now getting a little interesting, suspicious. Okay, so let's go back on Reddit and take a look. Oh man, what's up, dog? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Pura Vida that Colombia is greater than Costa Rica. And then James Ott Hainwacker says she is mortified. She apologized for that RGB pick profusely. Oh, that's all good. Hey Johnny says, oh, supposed to say what's up, dog? A joke. You got me. You got me good. All right, that Bloomberg terminal. Let's see. Send me all your terminal needs. You got Renzel, you got to throw this account away. He has access to Bloomberg terminal. Tell me what you need for your DD. And that guy, I think, is breaking a couple of laws. Or there's a couple of regulations about having a Bloomberg terminal. Let me use this Bloomberg terminal here. Dr. Burry held when he was right at down billions. Just hold. Was Dr. Burry actually down billions of dollars during the Big Short? Code Fire. Can you check out the Citadel 2 billion shares with AMC? Check Reddit AMC or Twitter Joshua James. Okay, yeah. I did see that Joshua James here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use the AMC stock Reddit. That's the easiest one. If you guys haven't yet tossed in your subscribe, we are just 200 away. 180 subs away here. Ooh. Okay, so I think Joshua James was like the very first post in a second ago. Oh, there's a lot of little babies. This was some 17 hours ago, though. I wonder if there's anything more. This is Jordan Belfort, the actual Wolf of Wall Street, putting his money into AMC. AMC is not a dead cat, part 5. It was from 8 hours ago. Well, it technically isn't old. Ooh. Matthew McConaughey could still do it on Instagram. This stream has become a staple part of my day, says Tyler Hilliard, and that is why we are family here. That is why we are building a community of learners here, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Kings, queens, and everything in between. That's exactly what is going on here. So I'm just going down. AMC is down today, but I did see a small bump, 1.5% up to $9.18. Not much of a substantial bump, but for sure, we take the victories wherever we can have them. AMC is currently at $9.02 close on the day, $9.18 after hours. We got grannies here. Okay, so let's look at this. Holy poop. I have found the millions of shares that have been shorting under short exempt. All right, so they've been doing it by trading OTC. They found it updates tomorrow. Okay, actually, yeah, has he updated yet? Because he said update tomorrow. So let's see, Joshua James. Who is this person? Oh, this is Joshua James on Instagram. You find him on Twitter. Josh? Okay, is this it? Ooh, I have to agree. I think all of us have to agree now. Wait, hold on, what do I agree with? Okay. All right, speed reader. Uh-huh. Well. This is not AMC, so I have to go search AMC now. Oh, great. AMC. Nope. What am I looking at here? OTC, right? Here. 70K says Chris Rakes, and he buys $1,000 of Gme on that tasty dip. Money def well spent. Let's go. Meatball Army to the moon. Chris Rakes, you're going to be added to the Reese Beats up here for 2 different pledges for 70,000 subs, y'all. 160 more to go. So Josh says, LOL, I'm not even sure what I found yet. Thank you, Josh, for being our savior, our light in the dark. Literally could be nothing. Still trying to figure it out. But this is a direct link to the Finra dark pool data where you can look up tickers. It's tough to navigate, but have at it. I'm done for now. Link below. Okay. What is happening? AMC, OTC, and short exempt trading update. There's a lot of info we are still trying to adequately get through, but there's more to it than just this. We found a needle in the haystack as an update to those who want to understand what's going on. Okay, wow, this is not very well covered. Okay, well, let's cover it here. As some of you may know, you have to really just dig into this, otherwise you can't even find out about it. OTC tab. Hold on, I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. OTC non-ATS issue data tab, view monthly AMC. Oh, thank you. So OTC, AMC. Wait, hold on, I'm trying to read your instructions. OTC non-ATS issue data tab. Oh, issue data tab. And now we look at AMC. No. What? Monthly AMC. This is how the hive mind works, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, here we go. This is the dark pool. We are looking at AMC Entertainment Holdings monthly. Last updated the 16th. So last Wednesday, essentially, just a week ago. Total shares, actually not Wednesday, that's Tuesday? Yeah. Total shares, 2 billion with a B, 2 billion. The details, can I get here? Wow, and it even tells you exactly who did what. So Citadel Securities, 1 billion right here. Last updated trades. Wow, okay, there you go, big data here. Monthly, we'll look for Citadel. So we have Citadel Securities here at 1 billion shares as of last update date, which is March 1st. So this could be even more, but that's 2 billion total. Virtue Americas LLC, 500 million. We have G1 Execution Services LLC, 200 million. 2 Sigma Securities, 63 million shares here. Total trades, 7.5 million. So that's on an average, 7.5 million for 2 billion. That's essentially 300 million shares per trade. Sorry, 300 shares per trade. So that's 300 or 3,000 shares per trade. 2100. Yeah, 300. Jake L says there's 8 Bloomberg picks up on RGME from UC Guard 5. Okay, and the problem is I'm not sure if I can show Bloomberg picks. I'm not sure if I can show Bloomberg picks. Bow wow. Do it for GME. Okay. So we go here, same thing. OTS non-ATS issue data. We go here to GME. Whoa, whoops. GME. Monthly. GME. There it is. 500 million shares. Details. Citadel. Basically the exact same proportions too. Out of 500 million, they have half, and then Virtue, and then G1 after that. So there we go. Push through it, and we didn't even have to show it. Let's see. Can you post that link here? I'm gonna cover it in just a second. Here, 7,000 people. What's going on? We're gonna cover this in just a second here. So what's going on, guys? We have uncovered the Death Star. Yes, we have uncovered exactly how Citadel has been trading in the dark pool, AMC and GME, and 2 billion shares is on the line, unaccounted for. And we have found them. We have found exactly how they are working this into their strategy of turning AMC and GME into their dumping grounds for the short squeeze to be prevented. However, we have a Joshua James with 2 M's in here, giving us a view into a direct link to Finra dark pool data where you can look up tickers. It's tough to navigate, but have added. I'm going to not only share with you this link, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do when you get into it there. But you have to press that agree button first, and then make sure you read it, of course. And then the next part is you go to the OTC non-ATS issued data. Once you're here, you change the view to monthly. Thank you, the hive mind of the Moon Platoon Mo Monkeys, for coming together, figuring this out, putting our brains together here, and then search AMC or GME. We're going to do both in a second. And there it is. There she blows 2 billion shares right there. Looking at this is the non-ATS data details. 1 billion shares currently on Citadel. This is publicly available information. Any of you can jump into Finra and look at this yourselves. The number of trades here for Citadel specifically is going to be proportionally matching to Virtue and G1. Out of about 2 billion total shares traded on the dark pool, Citadel has about 50%, Virtue has 25%, and G1 has about 10%. We also pulled this data for GME, so here it is. Right, out of 500 million total shares, we have half, 50% going to Citadel, about 25% going to Virtue, and slightly higher than 10% going to G1, about 12%, right? These is exactly what we have been waiting for. And now that the Death Star has been found, what are we still waiting for? We can start reporting this, right? Let's give it a quick shake with this post that is updating the situation here as they continue to work through it. Thank you, Lieschen Mueller, for joining the Mo Monkey army. If you guys also wanted to be like Lieschen, then go ahead and press that join button next to the subscribe button, which of course you guys have all clicked, and that like button so that more Space Apes and Mo Monkeys can find this right here. So there you go. AMC, OTC, and short exempt trading. As some of you may have heard, we have discovered short sellers hiding their shorts by off-exchange trading. Or better known as over-the-counter OTC trading here. OTC trading allows smaller companies who may not meet the requirements to be listed on an exchange to still be able to trade shares of their company. Think off-Broadway, right? We still want to be able to perform our plays, but we're not big enough, so we have to be performing in these small, seedy, underground bellies. It serves a better narrative, but it's just for the size of the company. In addition to that, trades happen directly between two parties without the supervision or regulation of an exchange. Larger companies that are already listed on an exchange have been known to over-the-counter trade due to there being no regulation and no supervision on OTC trading. Finra, a private regulator contracted by the government to regulate certain aspects of the market, keeps track of OTC trade data. Though Finra is considered a regulator, they don't really do any regulating. It seems that all they do is keep track of data. Sounds pretty good job to me. Each day they publish data on short selling volume for on-exchange trading as well as off-exchange trading, right? The OTC, over-the-counter trading. They also track what is called short exempt volume. What is short exempt? Well, we'll find out together. Short exempt simply allows shorters to short a stock on the downtick despite SSR being in place, rendering SSR useless. We've talked about SSR being a red herring for safety. Essentially makes you feel safe when you really aren't. And it is put in place so that certain stocks are not vulnerable when it comes down to dropping 10% from the previous market close, and being forcing them, unless of course you're on the short exempt list, to avoid shorting them on the downticks. So it's kind of like a wounded elephant. You come off of a wounded elephant and allow the stock to exist and recover the rest of the day plus the next day that it gets on the SSR list. What allows them to do this? Who knows? There are certain circumstances that are very vague as to why a short seller can be short exempt. It just seems those circumstances don't actually matter and are so vague that no one can actually regulate it. With that said, they have been shorting AMC by the millions by off the exchange trading. not just by way of short exempt, but also regular shorting as well. In addition to that, short exempt trading is happening on the exchange too. Yes, that's correct. It seems SSR is no good, as we have all expected. Well, so it looks like this. They are getting shorted on the exchange. They are getting shorted off the exchange. They believe they are getting shorted by short exempt on the exchange. We are getting shorted by short exempt off the exchange. I still believe that they are doing this OTC trading for more than just an extra way to short AMC and avoid the SSR rule. Although those are huge, I think there is more to it. Let's take an example of the numbers from Finra data to see what we've been missing. I'm also more focused on short exempt shares because there are the shares that are not included in any data you are seeing on these finance website and the ones they are trying to hide. Below is last month's total volume of off the exchange shorting of just one TRF, trade reporting facility, and there are multiple TRFs. Notice the short exempt number, 11 million and change, right? These are the shares that have shorted avoiding SSR, as well as shares that until finding this data is not reported on a website, say Fintel. 11.5 million short exempt shares we were not counting. That was just last month. This explains a ton of why these prices are changing without any volume. Right, we are seeing even today the major drop in the morning of just actual paper handlers. That's why we get scissors in the chat for those paper handlers falling off the grid. That volume was up to 500,000 minute volumes. And now when we come back down and look at the drop in similar size over a similar period of time, that volume was just not supported. It was not supported back in quadruple witching day either. It has not been supported for a long time, and now for both AMC and GME, we understand why. 11.5 million short exempt shares we were not counting. That was just last month. We are approaching 30 plus million shares they have hidden, and we have unaccounted for in our typical Fintel type data readings to date. Here we go. All of these documents are public, and I want you guys to explore them on your own. Let's take a look at yesterday's short sell volume. AMC was on SSR, but that didn't matter because they were short exempt. Thank you, Matt Weiler, for the super. Here is that data from 323. Off the exchange short volume, short exempt is 900,000, short 10 million. On the exchange short volume is short exempt 200,000, and then the short is 4 million. Consolidated total is a short exempt conglomerated total of 1 million and change, and the short total is 14.5 million right there. The day prior, Monday, we had 1.5 million short exempt shares shorting AMC. We have been having an average of 1.5 million a day, 7.5 million a week shares that we have not been accounted for in short volume. Everyone has been wondering if and how they've been shorting during SSR. Yes, they have been using shorts on downticks during SSR. This is how they have been doing it, and here are all the shares they have been using to do it with. Originally, we were thinking it's impossible that this kind of volume price mismatch continues, and yet here is that explanation, all from the detective sleuths of the space apes, detective sleuths of the people just like you and me, slamming that subscribe button, getting us real close to 70K. Might actually happen in this stream. Support the cause. Just 100 more subs until 70K. Let's see. Please look for yourself. I am going to include that in the description of this video. I am only sharing what is available to you. I do not claim to know it all or anything at all. Just ran across something doing their own personal DD, and instead of keeping it to himself, I felt it my duty to share it with all of you. If you like me, any data that can build my confidence that is not a dead cat, I'll gladly accept. I have not even fully grasped all of this info, nor do I fully understand it all. I spent all day and all last night reading and going through data just to gain a basic level of understanding of what is going on behind the scenes. They're getting this convo started and helping get any info that's helpful out there. If you take a look at yourself, do it with as you please. Here's a link to that daily data. Once again, I am going to include that in the description. At this point, the interpretation of this is desperation. They're scraping for short shares from anywhere they can, much like a high school kid getting his patootie whooped and they have their eyes closed, head down, and are just swinging at the air. Trading OTC and short exempt is a move most were not aware of, but there is more to it. There's more at play here for them to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange, but to be shorting AMC off the exchange with zero regulation. I have yet to figure it out, and someone else may figure it out first, but there is more as to why they are OTC trading millions of shares each week. They are more shorted than we thought, at about at least 7 million additional shares. 7 million additional shares a week. They have been piling up to 30+ million shares short. They have hidden and we have unaccounted for. A squeeze is inevitable, but only if we continue to buy and hold. With everything I've seen, AMC is the #1 squeezable stock right now, according to this user, but a stock don't squeeze itself. Gotta keep buying and holding. No one is going to regulate them. The SEC is not going to stand up for us. The DTCC is not going to do their job. Congress won't help, so we must stand up for ourselves. This is how we protest. This is our Occupy movement. We buy, we hold, and we aren't leaving. Ape strong together. So, does this give you a sense of a new hope? Essentially, this is the part of the Star Wars movie where we say we have them. We have the blueprints. We know exactly how they're doing it now. It clears up so much more than we originally thought. If you guys want to give a treat to Meatball, the best way to do it is to drop a like on this video, drop a subscribe, and join the Moon Platoon, and perhaps even consider joining these groups right here, the Moon Platoon, Meatball Space Legend tier, and Gorillionaire tier, to drop a couple of dollars like month, and then help out the stream. For now, but not for forever. Thank you guys. And on to the Finra Report. So the Finra Report is coming up here. Let's see. 801, that's a good one right here. Red 801 standing by. That's really good. Sweet. So I'm gonna take that this data here. I want to make sure that it's the right one here. There we go. I'm going to put that in the description of this video. You guys can go check it out yourselves. And then I'm going to be putting that into the description of that clip in a second. 50 more subs until we get there. Real close. Thank you, Josh. Oh, best of the rest. How's it going? Hold on, let me bring it back to the Finra Report just to check. Best of the rest 222. Finra Report has not updated yet. 95% people buying, not reflected on price. We also see where short shares are coming from. Infinite shares that when bought, we do not provide value to the base price. Then those shares are used to short. Yes, this is the modus operandi behind this kind of shenanigan. Jonathan Lewis says, can you link to this post so all of us apes can upvote and leave a comment to bring more attention to it? Oh yeah. So I think this is it. Bring more attention to this post right here. Give this post some love. Boom. Thank you, Out of the Mud 247. Okay. So that Finra Report continues to evade, but we will work on it. Let's see. Oh, it's 25 more. Holy moly, so close. Oh boy. Detroit Rock City here. What's going on? Jordan Belfort has tweeted more. Okay. It makes me nervous, but I suppose we can take another Jordan tweet here. Wolf of Wall Street, 20 more, 17 more, 16 more. He says lemons. An hour ago, he says lemons. No, 3 hours ago, he says, if the plan does not work, change the plan. Hashtag grow up. But can you sell it? Is that like a, what reference is that? Is it like a can you blend it reference there? All right, we're still waiting for the Finra Report here. Jake L, thank you for pressing the join button, joining the Mo Monkey platoon right there. Appreciate that. Oh man, and another one. Michael Perkins pressing that join button next to the subscribe button. I appreciate that. It's very nice. Let's see. Please appreciate the people that donate to you. I appreciate them so much, Nick. I don't appreciate that attitude. Oh boy! Oh my god! I gotta get this. That's crazy. Woo. One more. Which one of you is it gonna be? Hold on. I'm just trying to get this because I've never been able to catch it like this before. Oh, 69. Yeah! We did it, ladies and gentlemen! Woo! Oh man, 70,000 subs. Holy moly. Thank you so much. Michael, C, you and Trey need help. An emergency live stream to discuss this. We all need a live stream. Ping him and make it happen. This is an eerie reminder of the Volkswagen squeeze. 70K. Big old fist bump from Hector over there. Boom! Made it happen. Kalsala. Bong G, thank you so much for joining the Meatball Army. Thank you, Amish Mosh Pit. How does this info help if they continue it? It at the very least gives us a sense of how much shenanigans we have to deal with now. Chris Rakus says, "Guess I'm buying." Chris Rakus, you dog. If you're in, I'm in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we gotta make it rain now. If you guys haven't gotten your prop cash yet, it's really fun. Makes you feel like a big boy. All right, this is $2,000 reduced. Boom, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hold on. Okay. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, 70,000 subs. Woo! I'm gonna have to clean this all up in a second. Ah, we did it! Finra Report, here we come. Okay. That was fun. Having prop cash is really fun. There's an affiliate link down in the description if you want some. It's good for YouTube thumbnails. Okay, let me actually give Trey a ping because one of your supers was important. So I do want to be able to make sure that Trey is heard, just in case he does want to make something happen here. Send him an email. I'll say, "What's up, big man? Do you want to talk about the dark pool? Because if you do, I'm game." Thank you. I just had a new patron. So let's see. Richard Turner, I appreciate that. Chris Skinner, thank you for joining. Rodolus, Richard Turner, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining as patrons. Okay, so I'm going to send Trey's Trade a message. Hey, any chance you wanna talk about the AMC dark pool? New link has public data for us to play with. I'll catch you on the Hodlman Discord, or I can send a Zoom link. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna open up that Hodlman Discord. I'm just gonna chill there just in case he comes by. Oh boy. Well, thank you guys. 70,000. Oh no, I'm trying to go back to the live chat so I can see what you guys are saying. Hector the Hand. Hector the Best Friend. Sidekickology says, if these are legal moves by the suits within the current system, and if we have nothing to combat it with a quantifiably better move, then we are not in a good position. This is true, which is why we want to be able to slowly build into this realization here. Tyler Hilliard joined the Moon Platoon, but didn't get any symbol in the chat. Tyler Hilliard, your name should be green now. If it isn't, refresh your browser. Richie Rich says Mr. Super. No, I think I got them all. So Sidekickology, Chris Rakus, who is buying because of his pledge to 70K. Appreciate it, you guys. Buying some GME and AMC now. AMC, GME, Ape, stronger every day. Bart Vanda Dude says, hey Andrew, big fan of the stream. Quick question, when the squeeze is closing and reaches its high point, how much time do we have to collect our attendees? Is it a matter of seconds, minutes, or hours? I specifically asked Warden this too, because we have had multiple different people who, once again, we have no idea, but I've been saying that it's going to last for a couple of days at least, and Warden says that it should also last for at least 2 days. So there you go. Even if you go to sleep, even if you go out of town, even if you miss your daughter's graduation, your quinceañera, you're probably going to be able to make the squeeze. Just saying. And if you have already subscribed, which 70K of you have, this is very likely for you to be able to make that squeeze. Very, very likely. Because I will be televising it. The squeeze will be televised. It's going to be here on this stream. Ooh, Koi Perfect says, I missed this entire stream. What did I miss on DD? Ooh, a big one. A big one. We have OTC data for both AMC and GME, dark pool information about exactly what shenanigans the Greater Citadel and Friends hedge funds are trying to do. And now we are waiting for the GME Finra and AMC Finra reports to be updated. Thank you, Justin Walker, for the cute little sticker. And then Chris Rakus again. Chris.Fitter Insta messages sent you a screenshot of my $1,000 purchase. Chris is keeping his word. So we like. Chris, I want to make sure that I can actually show your picture without showing too much information here. GME order finished. There we go. Oh, and I'm on the screen too. Perfect. Look, it's a picture of me. Your order to buy $995 at GME is completed. Beautiful. Chris, you're a champion. Appreciate that. So we did notice a suspicious amount of call options starting to get lower and lower. These are deep in the money calls. Right here is a deep in the money call for $50 strike, almost $1 million in that call. That's kind of insanity. Mark Solomon says, the day after GME first squeeze, Kathy Wood was interviewed about her thoughts. She literally said that these hedgies will just move to the OTC market. Is that true? Boom, that's insanity. Michael C says, how many shares of AMC do I hold? You can look at my positions right above my head. Right over here I have AMC, my position right there, and GME, my position right there. Oh, man. Tyler, I am going to connect Zapier in the future, so if you join on Patreon and you want your green name, I will be able to connect that in the near future. I'm going to be working on that on the weekend. So you want a green name? I'm going to try to get you a green name. Andrew Money says, for us with a Swedish brother who doesn't offer limit orders, a Swedish broker, what should we keep in mind as we can only place market orders? That's honestly how I'm doing it anyway. Limit orders are oftentimes a good way to get kicked out of your position in a disadvantageous position. Here you go, Meatball. Let's see. Robcopter K. What exactly does that knowledge get us? Can we do something about the OTC shorting? I just got a text. Oh, my dad wants to call me. Jeremy Wallace says, my question is, do you think this will more than likely bring more buyers and toward AMC or scare them away? This OTC shenanigan? As of right now, we need to find a solution. So we have the Death Star, and just the knowledge of the Death Star isn't enough. We need to now figure out exactly how we can navigate the Death Star. Gilly Wag, thank you so much for joining as a Mo Monkey, a special operations member of the Moon Platoon. Checking in on that Finra report, still not updated yet. Didn't hear no bell. Con Air Games, thank you for joining as a special operation member of the Moon Platoon. I appreciate it. Thank you for clicking that join button next to the subscribe button right there. Oh baby. We got Ryan C. Jimenez. Thank you for joining the Mo Monkey tier right there. The special operations of the Moon Platoon. We have, let me see, what happened here? Someone said a new tweet. Oh, a DFE tweet. Okay, let me check it out. Roaring Kitty. Oops. Website for OTC data, you can look in the description. There you go. Edison Nguyen, very generous super chat here. If you guys are nervous, show them the post on Reddit by People's Champ 15. I ain't leaving. That's me, Edison. Let's go look at your post. All right, I'm gonna set it up so that we can have it right after. Oh wait, hold on. People's Champ 15. Which post are we talking about here? Haha, I ain't leaving. It seems like you are down $23,000 and down 10K today, and you are not leaving. So there we go. Edison Nguyen, not leaving today. Average cost of 260. Oh. Okay. Back to the Roaring Kitty tweet. Oh, looks, didn't hear no bell. Very cool. South Park, didn't hear no bell. We got Kitty going, oh, when the dip to 120 happened. And then we have this cat just chilling on the dashboard. Cat on the dashboard. Right there. Okay. Dylan R says, can you do a full video on Elliott wave theory and how to scan stocks for that trend with examples? Like the idea and would like to learn more. Dylan, you got it. Love Elliott wave theory as well. APJ, where do I send screenshots? Send them over to Angemo Money at Instagram, and I will show. APJ also promised to buy some stonks, and we appreciate him that. We appreciate him for that. M. Ranlet says, SEC has a 2015 proposed amendment to replace regulation over dark pools. Search 3476474. Perhaps we could put pressure on them to pass this. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. Edison Nguyen down near $10,000 today. It's pretty insane. SEC, so regulation of NMS stock alternative trading systems. Wow, that wasn't that hard to find. Is this it though? 3476474. Yeah, there you go. Regulation of NMS stock alternative trading systems. Let me see if my brain can actually read this. Down only if you sell. There you go. Patty Randhawa, thank you so much for the super. Is it just a little sticker? Oh, a little sticker of a cute little pair. Thank you so much. Zeke Johnson, does the OTC data imply any similar information for other stocks on the list? I.e. Sundial has one of the most OTC shares at 5.7 billion. Sure. Use that link in the description, do the exact same thing that we did, and you'll be able to look at any other stock. Ooh, Birdie Aviles. Cruise lines, what is your opinion? NCLH, GME, I'm in and holding down 85 grand? You're down 85 grand. Birdie, Cheers to you, my friend. Once again, never play with money that you're not willing to lose. I'm assuming Birdie was willing to lose it all. Cruise lines was my opinion. I think that as a kid that went to a lot of Carnival Cruise Lines with his parents, I personally have fond memories of cruise lines. However, I think that the reversal play for cruise lines will have to go over the stigma of what happened on cruises before the pandemic started. That's just personally what I think. If we are expecting airlines to recover, sure, people have to fly, people have to go and travel again. However, cruises in particular might have a stigma on them, and that is outside of any fundamentals and technical patterns that you can see. Vanessa Martini said something about battling with someone on Twitter called Vote Blue in 2020. She is a congresswoman calling for people to sue DFV. Wow. What would they sue DFV about? He never gave us any financial advice. New DD regarding short exempt, very new info. Okay. Dean, if you can send that to me on Andrew Money, I would ideally appreciate it. Joshua Cannon, like a cannonball, you have now shot yourself into the Special Operations Infantry Gain of the Moon Platoon. Okay, so this was the GME order complete from Chris Rakas. And now, oh my choice. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm afraid of what this is. Ryan Glacken. Ryan Glacken just bought another 25 grand in AMC. Okie dokie. That is all his buying power. Very nice. Thank you, Ryan, for your service here. Holy moly. We have Tucker 2106. Congrats. He's drinking some Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey with me on there. Cool. And he has his own WeBull account. If you guys don't have your own WeBull account set up next to my WeBull account, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and use that WeBull link in the description down below. It gets you 2 free stocks as well. And there we have my dumb face lighting up, big old forehead there. I don't think anybody else has sent me their shenanigans yet. Oh, there we go. Now that's helpful. Thank you, Callum M3P, because I didn't get the screenshot myself, so I appreciate being able to see that there. 69,420. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew, is the squeeze happening right now? What? Don't scare me. No. I don't think so. Chango Unchained, yes. Meatball power. Meatball? Movies are not dead. Look at the next Marvel lineup, you dweeb. Fair enough. I like how dweeb got you flagged by YouTube here. Sometimes if you get flagged, it increases the chance that you'll be seen by me. But, you know, how does one get a Bloomberg terminal? I believe it costs upwards of like very high 5 figures a year, or maybe even like slightly lower. So maybe a 6-figure like subscription account. I think that the last time I checked was like 70,000 bucks. Finra. Okay, let's look at the Finra report. Boom. Okay, still 5204. So that's what we're trying to see. Now, at this rate, you might be getting reports from Market Watch or somewhere else. Be careful, because that is easy to fool yourselves here. Dean X says, check your Insta. Okay. Ooh. Updated numbers from what Joshua James posted. This is from Feb rather than January. Cool. Yes, this is true. Reddit, how short sale restriction SSR, the link for short exempts. Okay. So we have a couple of things to look at actually right now. We have not only this proposal from a couple years ago to prevent OTC shenanigans. Now that we are thinking about how to get over this Death Star realization, we have a Death Star. We have 7 minutes ago, updated total number of shares as of 215 for AMC. This is the most updated 128 million total shares. Citadel has 53 million of them. 44 million is in Virtue and 10 million on G1. They almost have exactly the same proportions every single time. See that a rocket has been transferred to the launching pad. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have to buy back 130 million shares. Does this include OTC shares that we saw earlier? No, the most recent was from Finra from 2 weeks ago. Okay, well this doesn't have any votes yet, but it does have the same OTC non-ATS data details that we were looking at before. Let's look at this, the Finra report again. Finra report, we're still waiting for it to get published here. What should the Finra report tell us? It should tell us exactly, from public perception, right? We don't trust exactly how Finra is calculating their data, but we care what other people think about Finra. So 52.04, if this strongly gets pushed up or pushed down, could be a bullish or a bearish catalyst. Oh, Hugh Janus is back. Joshua Cannon. Oh yeah, we already talked about you. But Hugh says if they essentially destroy whatever stocks they want OTC, then seems like nobody's safe in the market. What happens when everyone leaves? You mean what happens when everyone sells? Everyone paper hands? Then they might cover. Or they might never cover if they can bankrupt it instead. They're trying to bankrupt it rather than. The new DD, have you cut that into a clip? No, I can't cut it. I can't cut clips while I'm streaming, so I need to cut it directly after. So you should expect that in like an hour or so. Or you can just back up on this live stream and watch that. GameStop is doing a V for Vendetta. GameStop currently is up 6% after hours, traveling up to 127. Let's turn this into the minute-by-minute chart. AMC is also doing a mini push here. Up to 936. Oh, it got even higher earlier, but it was rejected at 950. GameStop. This might be this group of apes right here. People who have, especially the one that just sent me spending another 26,000 for GameStop. Once again, this is one of the last chances if you wanted to get on. We have told you before that there is a ton of risk, and if you don't want to lose all your money, then spend only money that you're willing to lose entirely, right? That's the main point of here. We're not trying to pump the stock. We're just trying to get it. We're just trying to see how much other people like it and how much we are going to be able to see it reflect its actual true value, right? We like the stock. Miguel Acevedo says, check Instagram message from Dankity Dank. Screenshots of AMC saying 4 grand ask. Can you explain this, please? Dankity dank. Inky JDM. What's going on with the numbers on the far right at the top and the bottom of the ticker? So one of the first things is to remind yourselves that WeBull is sometimes not perfectly accurate. So let's see. Why does the ask for 4 grand? 4.5. personally, I feel like this is just a glitch. See if this still comes back and shows you the same thing in a couple of hours, let's say. Might be just a glitch. But if it isn't a glitch, I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's see. Jevin Edelston says, "Have you talked about the dark pool yet?" Yes, we have. This is all we've been able to talk about so far. Crazy, crazy. It's about time that I check my email to see if Trey has responded. Not yet. Oh, let's refresh this one more time. Okay, might be any minute now. Although they have been late. Non-stop lateness. They have a video on buying options on WeBull. I am building that out, but however, the most important thing to remember is that options is a pretty different field of investment than just taking long positions and buying and holding. Omelette du Fromage says, wouldn't the share count prior to the vote flush out these 2 billion synthetic shares? And doesn't the count need to be completed by April 24th? They're not synthetic. They were just traded OTC. You can think of it as like off-Broadway, right? Usually everything happens on the center stage. Everybody can see what's happening there. However, it's if your company is too small or your show is too unpopular, then you can have your show be off-Broadway or OTC, right? Over the counter. Let's look at DFE's new tweet. YOLO. So yeah, the Gme YOLO from March 23rd. Today is the 24th. So here is his new YOLO on the 24th. Boom. Can I zoom in a little bit? Thank you. His brand new YOLO is still 100,000 shares. Day's gains. He lost $6 million. From 18 million in value to 12. However, his average price is only 26 bucks. Currently, GameStop is on this upward trend. Now, at the after hours, this trend seems like it's just crawling through. RSI is above 70. It makes me a little nervous. So that in 1 minute MACD, you can't even see a divergence from the signal line. But 30 minutes is a little bit clearer. It seems like that MACD is just about to cross over. Interesting. So right now the RSI on the 30-minute chart is looking still holding like it's steady. However, on the minute-by-minute chart, it is already over 70 here. We're seeing the price push way past the normal indicators that it has. So it may hover and stay above 130 after all. In after hours, and then come out strong on tomorrow. We should also expect another pullback in the morning, an attack or a sell-off. But if DFV's in, I'm in. Kendo says, did I talk about the Citadel's dark pool shares of AMC? Yes, I did. Oops, that's just the merch store. There it is. Okay, so we have Citadel AMC 1 billion shares month of January 2021. All right, so these are just trades from January for the sheer amount of shares that we have here. It's insanity. And this is just off the straight and narrow. It's just volume that we haven't seen yet. Surfer Smurf says, can you remind everyone in WeBull to turn off stock lending program under more on the home screen? Notice almost 100% of my GME being lent out. Yes. Stock lending program, then more on the home screen to turn off WeBull's stock lending program. Louis Lou says, I hope everyone took advantage of that filthy after hours dip on AMC. Well, the dip didn't have an after hours. Did it? No. Oh yeah, it dipped a little bit further to $8.78. But now it is past, AMC is on a beautiful impulse right here. We're seeing a healthy impulse from here down up to, this is the first subwave up, minor subwave down, and this is the third subwave. We can still see if this is going to be a full impulse. Crossing over $10 again might actually be the play for after hours. This is why we stay after hours, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this exciting play right now. Holy simoleons. Doggo sensing hedgies close to my house. Meatball, get those hedgies. So once again, waiting for that Finra report here. Let me refresh this. So 52.04. Not quite yet. Meatball has a bark at that intruder. People can smell the hedgie sphere. Oh, can I actually finally eat my sandwich? Okay, so we are waiting for Finra to update right now. Not quite anything yet. Someone's still laughing about Hugh. Janus. C. Pames. We as retail need to focus on after hours trading. They don't have their high frequency trading going then. Not 100% sure validity of whether or not their HFTs are working after hours or pre-market, but as a reminder, it is important for you guys to focus up during the after hours. Even if this is when people start going home to their wives and their wives' boyfriends, it's really important to be able to also pay attention that the fact that the market does not sleep until 8 p.m. Pacific. Inverse head and shoulder on AMC. Oh boy, let's look at that nasty head and shoulders right there. So that head, so the two shoulders here. This is when we test one resistance and one level of support, bounce off nice and tight at the V for the head, and then we want to be able to see basically a symmetrical parallel of the corrective wave down. We want to see that impulse wave up. So that's why from Elliott wave theory standpoint, why we are seeing this a wave upward. However, this is only just 3 subwaves here. There is always a minimum a fourth and fifth subwave for the full impulse. So that's why we are looking at AMC hungrily to see if it can get up to above 10 after hours here. Spiz says, can we trust the Finra report, and does it even matter because of them shorting the ETFs? That's a fantastic point. I already put out a video about why you shouldn't be able to fully blindly trust the Finra report. So if you guys are curious about if you can trust the Finra report or not, there it is. The data does not seem to be perfectly right all the time. Or at the very least, this is a stock. This is a source of data that has its own calculations. Let's see. People want me to play devil's advocate more. I mean, I try to be like bullish and bearish on all DD that I see. If I breeze through it without that objective source, let me know. Call me out. I'm so tired of these spam accounts that pretend to be Andrew Mo Money here. So we are focusing on the final stretch of this Finra report. Let's see if it will come out anytime soon. 5205. It says 5204. Has not yet changed. Once that number changes, then we'll be in better shape. Grind time sees 44. Thank you for the super. What happens now? 0 short shares available. Well, now we see whether or not they continue to short on the OTC. Cody Becker says, bought those $600 of GME shares. We'll send proof later. Still installing flooring. Was a little more. Nice. B terminal. Bloomberg terminal confirms more than 100% float ownership, and retail hasn't sold during this drop. Is that so? So we have confirmed over 100% float ownership. Gotcha. Has it updated? Let's check. Not quite. This is a lovely flight. So we are looking at AMC continuing that tear, going up to $9.70. GameStop looking positive as well, nearly double digits up to 130. This is basically exactly what we were looking for. Now we're seeing two subwaves here at a breakout of around 120 or so, 119. And from that point, we might be able to see a full impulse wave for GameStop to come upward. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna mute. GameStop is up 10%. We see that MACD getting diverged far from the signal line right here. How much is that? 8 shares? Real Mr. Miggs. Pete phrased it. That's a fun idea. Real Mr. Miggs says, could this be after hours run be due to the anticipated info on the report? I'm so... Mr. Miggs, could be. We are expecting to see this time, for this 2-week period, all of the shenanigans and the manipulation are piling up. And if this number goes through the roof, there could be something huge. That's why you guys don't want to miss this. Currently, GME is on a major fat rip. If it does see some pressure to reject at around 130, do be careful, because this is now pushing that 70 RSI over and over again. Quite a steep recovery, however, steeper too was the fall earlier. Is that bean sprouts? I don't think so. Is it? This is a banh mi chicken sandwich. It's really good. David Polanco, let me check out your Instagram message. And then DeAndre Richardson. Would the Finra report lose its credibility if the report is inaccurate? Gme has already confirmed shorts on the 10K. Two things. It could be that the calculation is just different, which is the benefit of the doubt that we've been giving the Finra report this entire time. The other thing that is currently, unfortunately, though the Finra being the regulating-ish body of everything, there is nothing else that you can do. This is the way AMC. Only hedge I like is Sonic. That's it. Fantastic. Better Snuffleupagus. You realize multiple brokerages use Citadel and OTC markets to trade, right? If Bob sells 60K on E-Trade and Jim buys 60K on RH, both get reported. Better Snuffleupagus. Thank you. Riveting stream tonight. Well, we are. This is currently the best ways to be able to get the crowd together, recoup, watch the after-hour rips. Right? You don't get to see this every day. Beautiful sights. Sean Breen says, "Can you give us your opinion on Riot Holdings? They were up 8,000% over the year. Expected to do well if Bitcoin does." Riot, please show me Riot. Perfect. Okay, we can cover Ryan in just a sec. Michael Atrofsky says, "Mo Monkey, how to set indicators as you did." Hey, there's a whole video about those indicators. It has very bad viewership, but it says how to set up your charts and indicators on WeBull like a data scientist. It has WeBull in the thumbnail. Go check it out. Kanala Walsil says, "How are GME and AMC rising so much in after hours? Who is trading the stock at this time? Are the stocks consolidating?" I don't think so. They are just ripping. They're just ripping from no volume. However, we already understand that this is likely going to be the anticipation one of the Finra report coming out later today. So that's why we were staying tuned, having our eyes sharp on that. And two, a bounce that we've been expecting for a while, right? This inverse head and shoulders play right here is due to the fact that AMC saw two major corrective waves with a period of consolidation with no impulse whatsoever. So what we are seeing here is that long needed impulse wave to move us up here. Now, speaking of who is going to be buying, it's all the people coming from work that are strong diamond handers, the people that have sent us screenshots of buying $26,000 worth of GME and AMC. Like, this is the way. It's people like you and me, because it's certainly, if it comes out later that these are actually just long whales coming back on, boy howdy, I'm glad to hear them, that they are still in the game. Visual, don't spam. I'm gonna comment on that. You realize multiple brokerages use Citadel and OTC markets to trade, right? If Bob sells 60K, Jim buys 60K on RH, they both get reported. If Bob sells 60K and Jim buys 60K, that kind of volume on the dark market, like, should they cancel out or should they be both reported? 1 billion shares is still 1 billion shares, and it tells you the number of trades as well, right? As of right now, we're not looking for the sheer volume. We're just looking for the explanation for why we have been ripping and dipping. Thank you for the super. Oh, wow. Hugh is back. Mr. Janus. I mean the entire market, not just AMC GME. I could feel like this could shake belief in the market for all small investors if not addressed. Yes, no, this is 100%. They have hacks. They have hacks. They put cheat mode on, and it is right now. Fix the leaks or to sink the whole house? No. Also, yes, my parents are a-holes. Ka-chow? Ka-chow. Mary Lou Mason. Can you tell me what the difference is between the purple and yellow lines on the chart? The purple line is the 200-day exponential moving average. That gives us a macro view of how the stock's momentum is currently rising and falling. This is giving us a sense of, in relationship to the price, what 200 days worth of data should compile to. And it gives us just a sense of like a slower moving indicator when the price is concerned. The orange line is the volumetric weighted average price, which is a completely different idea. It is mainly the volume and how it drives the stock price. Usually you can tell that a stock is in need of a correction if it trades both above or below the VWAP for too long and there aren't any strong catalysts for that divergence, right? For example, we see that we were trading below the VWAP for a long time here, and then boom, spread up right above to 150. This is exactly where WardenElite was here. He was skeptical whether or not this was going to be able to be sustained. It was not, rejected after a strong push above the VWAP, and now this is why a lot of people have this orange line on their charts as a reminder of what kind of price action does the volume support. And volume does support price oftentimes more often than not. How do we trade after hours? First of all, you should get yourself a WeBull account. Take your mouse, put it on the like, and then hit that like, and then you should take it down to the description and then press the WeBull button, or up on the pinned comment right above, 2 free stocks. That is where you get your 2 free stocks and be able to trade after hours and pre-market using the WeBull app. Sorry, I'm chewing. Oops, my bad. Riot Holdings, yes, we're coming around to it. Bidder Snuffleupagus, they both get reported. If they both clear through Citadel, Citadel reports 120k volume. The dark pool screenshots is from January. Look for volume for January. Let me move this up so that we can look at our guest spot. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to change this to Riot here. Riot blockchain. It looks delicious. What are you eating? Says John Yablonsky. That's a really good last name, by the way. Yablonsky. This is a chicken sandwich. Southern fried chicken sandwich with banh mi seasoning and coleslaw. That sandwich is never ending. It's true. Jerron P says, volume? Just turn it up to 11. Easy. Is this live? Ricardo Melo Sr. says, do you think that I uploaded a video of myself not live eating a sandwich? Okay. I'm gonna do Riot blockchain. Just a second, let me wash my hand. I'll be back in 10 seconds. That sandwich is totally worth it. I was like, $12 for a sandwich. Kind of steep, but it's a lot of food. Okay. Double top, head, and shoulders on AMC. Yeah, we were talking about the head and shoulders earlier. This is starting to shape up to be a little bit of turbulence for AMC here. It was just heading above, no care in the world, pushing above this brand new resistance level. It hasn't seen it in a while at 966. And AMC is going to be able to sink or swim right here with a beginning of a corrective wave or the continuation of its impulse. Thank you, Alan Sains. Thank you so much for joining as a Mo Monkey. You didn't give us a detailed review of the sandwich. The sandwich is really good. And I give it 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5.5 stars. The last half star I really reserve for perfect sandwiches. Let's look at Riot Blockchain. Oh boy. Try not to blow out everyone's eardrums here. Blockchain, please. Hello? You won't let me do it? Okay, the Sensionics here. Right here. Perfect. Jay Wist says, can you look at PLUG and explain how I went up 10% and straight back down 10%? Likely testing a flash test of a brand new resistance here. But let's look at Riot real quick, and then PLUG, you're on deck. 5204. So we're still waiting for that Finra report to be updated here. That's in case you were wondering what we're waiting for, that's what we're waiting for. Riot Blockchain. Let's look at it in the 30-minute chart first. Oh, someone's saying check out the Elite Wardens. I think it's WardenElite. WardenElite's Gme DD. Just looking at it. This is good info, by the way. WardenElite. WardenElite 2. I want WardenElite normal. Is this not it? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So we have here. Oh, this is from 8 hours ago. I had him on earlier. This is basically exactly when I had him on. Okay, so back to the Finra report here. Robert Diskovic. That's a very good name too. You guys have good names. Don't worry, y'all. I bought more puts on AMC to recoup losses and buy more as the price should go up. I don't think that's a good idea. Don't think puts is going to help us rebound here. Sarcasm. So we have Riot pushing some highs at $85 over in the middle of February. And that was from a breakout, a strong resistance back in January of 30 bucks. So let's see if that becomes brand new resistance. So that resistance became support once and maybe not twice. No, I wouldn't say that's twice. Does it hit it here? Yes. So it hits 30 again here as a strong level of support. That's basically a hard floor at this rate, being able to be supported there at 30. Put that there. So just from a straight risk reward point of view, right now as it trades above $45, you have a risk of it hitting that hard $30 floor again. As of right now, I think it's in the second wave of its corrective, second subwave of its corrective wave here. So I would say that the bleeding for Riot is likely not going to stop right here. I would say an attractive price is at that $30 range, because of how hard that floor is and how likely it is that we're going to continue this bleed. Hard floor here, hard ceiling here that was tested first on the 22nd and then tested twice more, once at market open, once in pre-market at 315, and then once on 318. So your reward is actually fantastic compared to your risk. In my opinion, I think Riot is in a great position, especially since you guys are talking about the news for the blockchain elements of it. So for now, I think Riot is on a strong warpath. I think an attractive entry price is going to be around that $35 to $40 range. DD has been updated. Okay, in that sense, I'm gonna look at it again. Edit, 6:03 p.m. Here we go. Bloomberg terminal data looks good, nothing to fear. Long whales have increased positions, in particular Senvest, DE Shaw, and Morgan Stanley look positioned to win. I believe SIG was short side, so their change in ownership makes sense. Price already rebounding after hours. Solid edit. Man, this is like a saga. He's like, I am edit 250, 230, 227, 144. Wow, yeah, this is a solid saga there. Samuel Etnoye says, are you loving the dip on GME? We love the stock. Heck yeah. Yes, I do. GME faltering slightly on this mad rip, 12% rip after hours. Went from $130 to 10% up to $133. David Polanco says, explain to us what's going on with AMC as if we were 5-year-olds. Lol. With AMC specifically, we are noticing a brand new push be underneath a level of resistance each morning. So this is a coordinated attack each morning, because paper hands don't just decide to wake up and push through another level of resistance and support each and every morning. So we see that pattern here. So we traded sideways for a while at 15 bucks. And on this morning, we pushed through $14 and change, and then stayed there after hours, right? And after hours, we pushed, started to see that this $13 support has protected AMC once, and then a coordinated attack to push AMC down to 1184. That's on the 22nd. So if you guys believe that this stock is freely trading, it wouldn't get pushed down to another level of support here. Now we were being resisted here, but we were supported at 1121. This quickly, once again, that pattern of 100% it happening, pushing underneath $11.18. Then it happened again, pushed underneath that one specific level down to another level of resistance, this time twice more. So being supported at that $9 resistance level, if this does rebound because it's been artificially being pushed downward, that is something that we're going to be able to see as an outlier for the chain of events that's been happening these past few days. Now explain it just in case, so we were 3 just in case. There are stocks that, okay, let's explain the OTC. When Daddy is a freestyle rapper, and Daddy's value in himself grows and shrinks when people boo him or cheer him, right? So usually Daddy goes on the stage, and you can see booing and cheering as public data. So that's buying and selling, booing and cheering, right? Opposite though, because booing is selling, cheering is buying. When people do that on stage, Daddy can see that and note how many people booed and cheered him. That way he can look back on it later, or maybe even look at it during the time that he's on stage, and that way Daddy will be able to understand buys and sells and the volume that correlates with price adjustments, the price adjustment being my sense of self-worth. However, Daddy's been feeling really low recently, and he has no idea. The reason why is because people are going to underground clubs and lesser known establishments and putting Daddy on TV and booing and cheering him there without Daddy's knowledge. So right now, Daddy just found out about it, and Daddy is pissed. That is the OTC over-the-counter dark pool transactions that have been going on essentially without us being able to find out about it. It's mostly reserved for smaller stocks that aren't for larger markets like the New York Stock Exchange, but AMC and GME, they're large enough, and yet they're being traded in the dark pools. You guys asked me to explain it in 3-year-old speech. Andrew Benno, thank you so much for joining us. A Mo Monkey, I appreciate it. And Trey, another Trey with a cool little accent says, "Can you just text Trey? He told us he'd be here for closing bell and after market hours." When did you say that? Sometimes Trey just straight up Matt just straight up calls me. Trey does too, actually. Zachary says, just joined the stream, didn't get a chance to watch today. Did you get to buy the dip today? We saw a lot of people buy the dip here. Oh, man. Apes write dope rhymes for daddy. What the heck is this analogy? Well, I tried. Yes, scientific review of daddy was helpful. Thank you. Drew Hunter says, that was amazing. I get it. Can you explain it to my wife's boyfriend now? So let's do this another refresh. Currently still feeling down. Not feeling too sharp. Okay. Trey getting chewed out at his job today. Oh no. I wish his drill sergeant wasn't so mean to him. Oh. Will Restudioso said that was perfect. Thank you. Please clip this explanation and make a video for it. Data scientist or daddy scientist? There we go, perfect. Can you explain it to my wife's boyfriend now, but in the voice of Kermit? Guys, we're trying to be serious here. We're trying to look at the Finra report. We're trying to look at the Finra report, 52 of 0.04. So right now we are seeing some solid rips on after hours here. GameStop is still up double-digit percentage points, rounded up. Oh yeah, perfect, 10% up on the after hours. AMC, however, had its opportunity to rip. Is now facing two parts of a, oh, this looks like a George W. Same exact resistance coming down and maybe meeting lower and lower levels of resistance on the future with the same level of support over and over again. It might be a pennant here. Might be a bearish pennant. We have to be careful as AMC is bouncing around in the after hours here. Andrew M, another Andrew M. Keep up the great work, brother from another mother. I appreciate that. Unknown says, I'm just trying to average down your GME position. This is the trick of the matter here, right? If I buy too much, people are gonna say that I'm pumping the stock. If I don't buy enough, then people are saying, well, don't you believe in the stock? But so far, I don't know the definition of a sell button here. Blake Dennis says, hey, Andrew, your chair is looking rough. Check this out. Aaron by Herman Miller. Is that a type of chair? Is that a type of chair? Yes, it is a type of chair. Ooh, $1,000 chairs. Just a piece of attendee in the near future. CLG01, thanks for all you do, Andrew. Very thorough. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was hoping that is to my weird freestyle rap dad analogy here. Mark Blue Sky says, are you able to correlate the dark pool to after hours trading? Unfortunately, the aggregate data that we have is only by month, so we can't have the same amount of clarity. And the main problem behind the entire situation right now is that the retail side has no data. Even in Congress, we were talking about specifically what is the problem here. And in Congress, people were saying, okay, you don't have no idea when the shorts are coming out. You have no idea what this data is. We were just all piercing down 7,000 of you, right? How many playbacks? Just 77,000 playbacks. People just waiting for the Finra report to come out on time. And that is the trickiest part, is that how do you make this happen? Oh boy. How do you make it so that it's a little clearer to be able to get this data in a short amount of time? The shorts. We want to get that short information from a short amount of time. Secret Lab chairs are dope. Love mine. Ooh, hella expensive chair. But then at least when we have the chair and the shot from now on, bam. Juice's Ghost says, I live where Herman Miller is made, can verify. Also steel case. People really asking about that chair. When Lambo, I'll give you the best one. Why Lambo? Fair enough. Finra Report equals bunch of lies. Noodle Soul, we're trying to, at the very least, give the Finra Report a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, right? They might not be entirely accurate, and if you guys haven't seen the video yet, it's the newest upload on my channel about whether or not the Finra Report is accurate enough. You can watch it at the same time as this live stream. Craig W's, thank you so much for the super. The OTC stock TSNPD available to trade on WeBull is changing its name to Humble Friday. That's Tesoro. Trying to get on NASDAQ. Check 3-month chart. It looks money. From the very first one of the very first videos that I did was on Tesoro. Let's see what I have. Oh, actually, wait. Is it already on Humble? Yeah, here we go. Humble Inc. This is a 3-month chart. Actually, let's just look at it on the monthly chart. Are you thinking that this is a cup and handle? Because I don't think so. But it did look like on the daily chart. Let's see. So it did have, it's down 3.5% on the day, but it has been major up since breakout of 80 cents. Yeah, this was a penny stock for a long time, and then broke out at around $1.20, and then made a run all the way up to $8. Traditional Man says, I'll post it again so you know I mean it. Thank you, Andrew. You just want a lifetime subscriber. You are doing God's work. These apes might be too smooth brain to appreciate what you're doing. I'm not. Traditional Man, I think there's going to be there's just 70,000 of you in here, right? I already pressed the subscribe button. Understand that at times it's hard to be able to see through the fog of having not enough data. But advocating for that is the best way forward. And I appreciate you, Traditional Man. I appreciate all of you. Bill Paulson says, now that we know about dark pool trading, would it be possible for whales to jump into the dark pool to trade against the hedge funds? I mean, the whales knew about it too. The whales knew about it too. It's more about the retail investors finally getting around to understanding it. MACD has crossed the line for GME, looks bearish. Just because the MACD crosses underneath the signal line doesn't automatically mean that it could be a bearish opportunity. As we've seen from the charting on WardenElite, this kind of action could just be both of them doubling up to reversal. Turn up the AMC and GME volume. I can't hear the brrr. CLG01, another supportive super sticker. Thank you, I appreciate that. Chumps? More like champs, says Michael Ulrich. Aviv Mall is asking for an Instagram channel for Meatball. I don't update it. I'm trying to make my Instagram account more and more for Meatball. So if you guys want to see Meatball pictures, then Andrew more money. And I'll start uploading more Meatball pictures. Meatball? He's needy. He's tripping on all the money that I threw on the floor earlier. FASJU52 says, I subscribe so I can see the video about my dad's OTC rap career. Ooh, what's going on with crypto? Oh, actually, I do want to take a look. Wow, Bitcoin is down. Understood. Bitcoin is hella down. It made it all the way down to 51,000. Okay, I am now officially interested in buying some Bitcoin. Wow, this is insanity. If you guys haven't gotten that BlockFi link yet, It is time. I haven't put in my $5,000 as usual, so I think I might. 1 second. Let me check my bank account to see if I have $5,000. If you guys haven't yet figured out that BlockFi is one of the best places to keep your money if you're not sure what to do with it yet while you're still learning about the markets, earn 8.6% interest. Simple as pie. So I'm logging into my BlockFi real quick just so that I can maybe it's time to actually buy some of this freaking Bitcoin here. Okay, so this is the BlockFi. 20,000 bucks, $63, and I've just by keeping it in there for like a week and a half, right? That's free money. Living off of the interest, living off the land. So you can only put $5,000 in a day maximum. So I'm gonna put in another 5K. So you have a lot of options when you select when you deposit. You can do USD stablecoin, and that currently has the highest APY, which is 8.6. We can do Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Chainlink, Pax, Gold. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do via ACH. I'm gonna select a bank account, and then here, right? It's gotta be around at least 5. It's gotta be at least 20, but I can only put up to $5,000 a day. Review and confirm. I authorize. BlockFi can do whatever. Confirm. Done. Easy peasy. Free money. If you haven't set up your BlockFi yet, it is in that description down below. Easy peasy. Free money. Okay, back to the stonks. Hold on, where did Gme go? GME. And then AMC. They belong together. Beautiful. Ooh, is trading halted? I don't think so. You have to look at the smaller picture, the smaller number here. GameStop is still at 130, no longer double digits up, but that's still not bad. Let's see if the Finra number gets updated here. Jika Cry says, "Don't I did call yet? It's still going down still." Yes. Music Hunter says, "Just bought 400 call shares in AMC." Very cool. What strike price? Well, don't give us too much information. We'll just see it publicly. Mohammed Shalabi says, "GIGM, another NFT play." Cool. NFTs, they're very big. John Dillon says, "Sorry for the elder questions." What kind of questions did you ask? Can you spend with BlockFi and exit the traditional banking system? I don't think so. But at the very least, it's better than any savings account possible. Mohammed, and in the future there will be. Actually, you know what? There is a credit card. There's a lending program and a credit card on BlockFi. Go check them out. Use the link in the description. Check out BlockFi. It's pretty cool. Oh, badoo. Mohammed Shalabi says Harmony won buy the dip to $1. Okay, so we're talking about NFTs here. The thing about the blockchain is that it never sleeps. So if you want to play crypto, you're just never gonna be able to sleep. As a YouTuber, do you think I could make money eating a crayon for every $5 someone gives me? Yes. You'll make money. GME 196 doesn't seem halted to me. That's why you guys want to diversify your portfolios. You want to be able to have not only a diversified portfolio within each broker, but you want to have multiple brokers so that some of you are saying GME is halted. It might be on Robinhood only, right? You might not be able to buy, sell, or either from time to time. WeBull too. Sometimes there are network errors, but definitely not as much as Robinhood does. So there you go. No link for BlockFi in description. That can't be right. It's literally the second link here. Okay, free Bitcoin. It's free Bitcoin for just putting money in the bank, which I bet you would have done anyway because it's 8.6% interest. It's crazy. Oh. And yeah, once again, if you guys haven't had your WeBull account yet because you already have another one and you don't want to transfer and stuff, first of all, it might be a good time to transfer right now with the slump that we are waiting on more catalysts in the future. This might be a longer term game than we have had time for. But most importantly, hey, go on WeBull so that you can at the very least have an opportunity to buy into other stocks if the market, if one of your brokers makes it so that you cannot buy or sell. Chris R says, but you're going to spend that money on hospital bills. Yeah. Yeah. Got a text 20 minutes ago from my buddy saying his Robinhood wasn't moving, so no stocks, everything's halted. I've been watching mine for 10 minutes and nothing's happened. Wow. Bad. Robinhood's bad. Robinhood bad. How many minutes have I been streaming already? 3-ish hours. Ooh, this is a full-time job. This is longer than a full-time job. Longer than a full-time job. Oh no, another bot pretending to be me in the comments. Why does this happen? Okay, still waiting on the Finra report. Okay, so still looking at the differences here. Oh, whoa. John Dillon says, Andrew, can I buy you a glass of Glenfiddich? Thank you for you and Professor Mifo for all you do. You certainly can. I appreciate that, Jam. In that sense, bottoms up. This is for John. Nicholas Guliak said, can you trade options after hours on WeBull but not on Robinhood? Can you trade options after hours? I don't see why not. We saw some a crazy amount of options get added. I'm not sure. Ask the Hive Mind. And then Jeff says, this show is entertaining, thank you. But I could have, what did he say? Bought a whole share for AMC Entertainment for less than this. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Ooh, Jeff. Good friend, Jeff. Okay, so well, to celebrate 70K, John Dillon. Hector, do you want one too? Compa. You want some Glenfiddich? You want some?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna cheers to 70K while we wait for the Finra report.
Oh, nice.
This is from John Dillon.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh.
Good stuff.
Good, good, good. Yo, money, says Rectum 801. Why did I say that? It was because it was with a K. Sorry for the repeat. Do you think the boat blocking the Suez Canal had any effect on the market? What? I have no idea what that is about. Cheers, guys. Ooh. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I need a haircut. Is that my wife's boyfriend? Yes, Hector's my wife's boyfriend.
That's me.
Yes. He's confirming.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. My wife's boyfriend is Hector. John
Yeah,
Jingle.
I have stunk.
His stunk.
I have stunk.
What's my favorite food? That's a really good question. Shoot, it's somewhere between like sushi and Korean barbecue. God, I love food generally. Suez blocked the market. I literally haven't heard that yet. Not a troll, just Google it. Okay, I will. First, I'm going to refresh this report. Not happening yet. We are going to get to the bottom of this. This is really important for the growth and the health of GME and AMC after hours right now. On the daily, let's go here. Minute by minute. Suez Canal. Or Suez something. Suez Canal blocked as massive cargo ship turns sideways. Which news?
I have the list kombucha.
Which news do I want? Ever given the massive cargo ship? Oh, see, I guess I'll do CNN. Never sure which news I want to actually see. Suez Canal blocked by traffic jam after massive container ship runs aground. 8 tugboats are working to... This is from 16 hours ago. Do you guys think that the market has something to do with this? Love that. Love Thai and Japanese, says Chris Raycus. Now that's Thai food. Oof. That's good. Michael Kroiken ask people to hit that. Please hit that like. Well, Michael, for you, yes. Please hit that like for Michael. People are asking me to to do a dab, but we're talking about the same thing, right? We're talking about like the played out meme from like 5 to 10 years ago. Oh, we're not talking about like something else, right? All right, the rescue boats are working to float and release the Ever Given. You see, here's the thing: I have integrity, and when I saw the video, I'm not trying to start anything. But when I saw the video Uncle Bruce put out that said Uncle Bruce strips and talks about some other topic, and I'm like, why must you trend jack like lasciviousness? I feel no shade, but like that made me feel like, you know, the brand. So unfortunately, I cannot dab. I don't feel like that's part of the brand. Oh, good. We have people that didn't like it. Well, the only options were Fox, CNBC, and CNN. I feel like CNN was one of the better options out of the three. 224,000 ton vessel. I mean, how biased can you be about just talking about a ship? The ship, which was 400 meters, is almost as long as the Empire State Building is tall. See, is that biased? Almost as long as how tall the Empire State Building is. Oh man, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, they're talking about smoking. Okay, good. I'm just like, why does everyone ask me to dab? Vaporized concentrated cannabis extract. Okay, good. I also can't do that on stream. It might be legal in California, but thank you. I appreciate that. Drinking is American though. Drinking is American culture. What? Music Hunter says bought 400 shares of AMC 950 for 121 each. I'm an amateur at this, so I don't know much about calls. Just want to help my ape brothers. Heck yeah, Music Hunter, thank you. Blocked a major trade route. Okay. It's wedged between across the vital trade passage at the canal's 151 kilometer mark. So this is the Suez Canal. Is this as interesting as dabbing? as taking a dab. The container ship entered the crucial east-west trade route on Tuesday morning and ran into trouble when it was approximately 6 nautical miles from the southern end of the estuary. Okay, that's pretty boring, but I guess that's what we asked for. All right, 5204 still hasn't changed yet. I'm almost sure I can't do that. Otherwise, I would see dabbing happen all the time on streams. I'm almost sure it's against terms of service. Lee Mong says, please note that the same ship drew a massive... Is that true? In the middle of the Red Sea before it blocked the canal? Google this. It's so funny. I don't know. I think I'm going to demonetize if I show that. It drew a what in the middle of the Red Sea? Wow. Amazing. That's insanity. If the squeeze starts, you should juice an orange on stream. I love that idea so much. Oh man, I can't tell you how much I love that idea. XDMKII. This is the idea of the day. Oh my gosh. If the stream starts, I should juice an orange on stream. Perfect. You can't pay writers that have ideas as good as this. Perfect. Wow. Doesn't drinking bother Asian people? No, I think drinking is a big part of Chinese and Japanese culture. Business culture specifically. My dad used to be part of that business culture. He doesn't like to drink. But you have to, basically, for that. Make lemonade. What does it even mean? It means I'm gonna squeeze the orange when the squeeze happens. It's a dad joke. 134 and change, so 11% up. GameStop is seeing a tested a descending level of support, but the same resistance tested 3 times. Okay, pay attention to that MACD as it crosses through the signal right now. It is starting to take the chance, right? Take a leap of faith, little buddy. If we can get this to pull up another $10, we should be in the clear for a brand new impulse. Wood chipper a crate of oranges when it moons. Oh man. Jason Trong says, Roberto Gama, what up? Thank you for staying on, and glad we passed 69,420. Roberto is one of my most above water supporters, always coming in with the very pleasant, how's it going? I'm glad you're still here. Me too. Roberto, I'm glad you're here. Oh boy. I think the population of this stream has suddenly changed. I think everyone was very pro, like no nonsense business people before after hours started. Now it's Andrew Mo shots. Mike O'Reilly, I appreciate you. Celebrate, sir. 70K plus subscribers. I appreciate that. Did Finra happen? No, we're still waiting. Getting a little impatient. I'm holding my bladder this whole time. If you guys do have questions, though, I'm here to answer them. What time is it in your country? South Asian here that gets no respect. Oh no, it's currently 3:50 p.m. Hope it isn't like midnight for you. The stack attacker. Want you to address the fact that Robinhood has not changed prices. There is a discrepancy between Robinhood and Yahoo. Is this another Robinhood tactic like back in January? It's possible, but why would they want to like deal with this right now when the price it's a lot of heat when the price of the stock is getting hurt? So I don't think so, because they would be taking so much risk when they already know that it's a bad sign. So just from the logical standpoint, I don't think so. Well, hey Gustavo, how's it going from Argentina? TJ Bailey says now it's full nonsense. Moose versus Bears and Bulls says, sorry for the vulgarity, but truth cannot be sugar-coated. What vulgarity did you say? Jika Cry says you should use DuckDuckGo as an internet source, and I think Bitcoin has a lot to do with the market. When it goes down, the market goes red. Ooh, maybe the other way around. Have we thought about that? Maybe Bitcoin is the source of life right here. Really down $2,000. It's only 3.5%. No matter what, Bitcoin is just still a huge, huge high. Casper says, I felt down, so doubled down and bought in at a huge discount, 118. Now I'm smiling. Casper, welcome. 52.04. Edwin Lopez is from Alabama. Cody Becker says, where should I post that screenshot for proof of that pledge for live chat motivation? Go ahead and send it to Andrew Mo Money on Instagram. Moose, when did you swear? I've only seen you say, before you know it, the toilet army will swing in, says Nintendo Capri Sun. What's going on, man? Moose, I don't see your comment where you are vulgar. If it holds a link, I think it automatically gets flagged and I can't see it. Andrew Mo Finra updates on AMC. Yes, there we go. For a long time I was called Andrew Mo, just like straight up my name, like everyone else on the internet. On YouTube at least. And then I put a poll out and you guys were like, we want Andrew Mo Money. Like by a large margin. So that now I'm Andrew Mo Money. It's not like it's kind of like the Nostradamus of GME thing with Pixel, right? Like, yes, I did ask you whether or not I should, but it's your fault. Peace from Washington, D.C. What's up, Sean Carter? Have a good day. Does anybody know when this website is waiting for the report to come out? It's been late. It usually comes out around 4 p.m., so it should come out 4 p.m. PST, so it should come out around now-ish. But if it doesn't, I will take a screenshot of it as soon as it does update and put it on the community page. Have you guys seen that community page yet? Good chance to plug the merch store here. This stuff is, some of this is going away on Friday. So andrewmomoney.com. Go check out the merch store. I built this myself. I'm something of a software engineer. No, I used a template builder here, but it is very cool. You can look at the two of us chilling over here. You can get us on a face mask. Very cute. This is selling at hotcakes. So there you go. And now the community tab. Hold on. Where does this go? Okay, here. So you go here. You go to the community tab. You get to see who wins the one-on-ones on a weekly basis, and I'm going to be posting the Finra updates right here. So if we can't wait for the Finra to actually get updated, we'll be updated right there. Ricky Z 1992 says, I just saw you were online and am out of the loop. What kind of update are we waiting for? Can we explain how important it is? It is important for the current rallies after market that AMC and GME are on, because we see a lot of optimism from the population of people. Right now we are up 12% after hours on GME. Those of you who bought in at 118, 120, kudos, right? Congrats, because as of right now, GME is currently maybe passing down one last time. Depending on what this number is, this can be pretty darn crucial for the rest of the week. This only comes out every 2 weeks, so as of right now, this is kind of just like a bottleneck for information. If you guys haven't heard, I will be talking to a producer for a docu-series of a big, well-known named movie, TV show producers company, so I'm really excited. But that is the first thing I'm going to say, is that data is not currently available to the common retail investor. Right? We have no idea how much the short percent of float is officially on anything more than a 2-week cadence with a 2-week lag. PM Jesus says, just got off and started watching. Did you cover the billion AMC shares that were traded OTC via the dark pool? Citadel traded AMC and GME on there. Any words of wisdom? Yeah, we have found their Death Star. We have found their Death Star. Here's that data right there. For GME, 500 million in January, right? This is all dark pool transactions that retail investors have, as of yet, not been fully aware of here. Take a peeky weeky at utilization rate on AMC, please. I'll do that in just a sec. Reese Beats, congrats on 70K. And guess what, kid? This guy bought those stonks. Reese Beats, love it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Gustavo Karam, Gustavo Karam, thank you so much for joining as a Mo Monkey. Appreciate you. We ain't leaving. Jeff says, have you seen the cut AMC will get for lowering their exclusivity window to 17 days? Search how Comcast changed everything with this one move. Was this one movie or one move? There's an article about it. Thoughts? Ooh. Okay. I will look at it. How Comcast changed everything. Well, this is the Motley Fool. With this one movie. Oh no, is it Trolls? It's actually Trolls? Alright, we're going to be checking in on the Finra Report in just a second. This is Jeff with a super chat here. Have you caught to the God Pill recently? No, but he's more than welcome to show up anytime to come talk to us. He knows where to find us. So, how did Comcast change everything with this one movie? Like a falling stone leading to an avalanche, the decision by Comcast Universal Pictures to skip a theatrical release for its Trolls World Tour movie last year and go straight to streaming marked a sea change for the movie industry. Let's just find exactly what Jeff was talking about. So, okay, here. AMC Entertainment was outraged and vowed never to show another Universal Pit movie in its theaters. As the pandemic wore on, though, the two sides struck a novel and potentially industry-changing deal. Certain movies would be exclusive to theaters for just 17 days, after which AMC would earn a portion of the film's streaming revenue. That is close to 3 weeks, and if they can make it right, I think that's 3 weekends exactly. So they have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then 4 days. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday again, and another 4 days. How many days is that? So we have, that's 2 weeks straight, and then we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that's 17 days perfectly. So that's 3 weekends that that are trying to make Box bank on and then pass it on to the streaming services. So probably like one finance person crunched the numbers and was like, yeah, this is obvious. This makes perfect sense right there. Bringing down the curtain, studios using features, films, blah, 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 blah. COVID-19 brought AMC Entertainment to the brink of bankruptcy, but the tsunami of change brought on by Comcast and Trolls World Tour could be what sends it over the edge. Streaming has changed cinema forever, but it could be changed for the worse if it undermines the theater industry's viability. Well, no, 17 days. I mean, that's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Movies. Moving to streaming. Next. Belfort shall present a GameStop documentary on Discovery Plus. Now that sounds good. If it was narrated by Belfort, I think that would go insane. Codefire, check my Insta messages. Kedgies can't delay reporting to month anymore. They must report daily. Update from DTCC. That was from last Tuesday or Wednesday. So unless they, wow, that scared me. Unless they come out with a brand new NSCC 801, then that would tell us something different. Aww. Viren Degard, I'm going to show your art in just a sec. What is this? Is this 801? No, this is 003. Okay. Unfortunately, whoever sent me this is 003, right? This passed last week. Hold on. Is this 003? Submission of rule filing SRTTC 2021-003 to eliminate requirement for month-end confirmation through PINS. Yeah, this is 003. We're looking for 801. 003 was already effective last week, unfortunately. But Verendegard, check out my art, GME AMC inspired art. Look at that, a dead cat with a monkey, and then a monkey has broken out the sell button. Very nice. Support your fellow Mo monkeys here, guys. Support your Moon Platoon members. It is now 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST. So hopefully we are going to be able to see that update soon. Have you gone over that Bloomberg terminal leak that dropped on Reddit? I don't want to get in trouble for showing some terminal information, but I'm going to look at it here. And then I'm going to look at it here and then see if it's okay, if I can blur it out or something. So some Seaguard 5. Ooh, yeah, it's just a series of Bloomberg terminal. Oh, I just have a brand new boss from an hour ago. Flip 1967. Thank you. You were a brand new Gorillionaire. If you're listening right now. Here's the Flip. Let's see. You gotta smack that ask. You gotta slap that ask right here. Posture check. Oh! Thank you. Critic TV. Guys, don't forget to stretch. It's really important while you're waiting for all this stuff to happen. When's the Finra Report? Should be out around now-ish. And once again, if it doesn't come out, I will post it in my community center whenever it does. Ooh, I'll make a gorilla chain for the 4 Hodlman if interested. Check out my Instagram, Mussolini, for samples. Okay. Could be interested. Mussolini. Muslim memes. I don't think this is right. Maybe I did not look at that correctly. Mussolini. No, that's what you wrote. Okay. Well, I am interested in chains. Babbity Rabbity Vibes says, my eyes may be sore and blurry, my bladder may be a bit too full, but my heart is full of banana pride and ape love. Let's go. Oh, that reminds me, I never read those raps of people that sent me raps for my YouTube channel. Oh no, okay, so here we go. Huh? It's on Instagram. Yeah, I tried. How about I just search my messages? I have quite a number of people that I have to get around to right now. Sweet. Refresh one more time. Oh, we're really trying. Tad Holly says, have you checked out the dark pool situation? So I think it's about time that I clip that myself. Vegas Chef Andrew, mad respect for Andrew Money streaming so long today. Well, it happens, right? One of the things that I wanted to say is if you guys wanted to support the stream right now, click that subscribe button. I think we're basically at the limit. The Finra Report will be updated today, and right now it seems like our runs for GME and AMC after hours has, one, on AMC's side started to correct itself, and two, on GME's side still seem pretty strong. So let's see if the Finra Report continues to support it. So the first thing that I want to say is, hey, my name is Andrew, Mo Money. We got to 70,000 subscribers. Not only that, we got to 69,420, which is the more important part. So I really do appreciate that. once more, you guys are one of the best around. I gotta look at my camera to talk to you guys directly. Those of you who have been scared, I have been as well. Those of you who have decided that this is a place for financial education, for learning about the stock market, not just AMC and GME, because that will be once in a lifetime opportunity, and that's it, once. And the next part of how you live your life, of how to start continuing your financial education path, is up to you, right? The reason why people have subbed for this channel is because they want to invest in themselves, and I really do appreciate all of you that have pressed that subscribe and that bell button. For the rest of you, pressing any links down below, including getting your WeBull link to get 2 free stocks, including getting your BlockFi link to get $250 of free BlockFi, and any of the other links down in the description, really does help out the channel, and it's just a win-win situation because you get to have some free stuff along the way. For now, but not for forever, remember to check out the community page, because I will be posting on that community page and when the Finra Report actually does get updated. If you guys want to send me that Finra Report when it does get updated to my Instagram, the Instagram is Andrew Mo Money. We're trying to get to 4,000 followers, and we really appreciate you coming along for the ride. For now, but not for forever, I appreciate you guys so much, and we'll see you guys in the morning. I'm going to clip up some of the stuff, including that dark pool stuff that we just talked about earlier on in this stream. And I would appreciate it if you guys still clicked on those links and watched those videos to the end. For now, but not for forever. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the money. See you in space. Look at these people that have really helped me out. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.